One Team Media.
We showed you what the GOAT was last year when we beat y'all 50-7.
Let's go! One team!
Relax, big boy.
One Team One Podcast. One Team One Podcast.
Team One Podcast?
One Team One Podcast?
Yeah, they did a good job.
Really good job.
Yeah. Why is he so fat?
One Team One Podcast. One Team One Podcast. One Team One Podcast.
Fat.
One Team One Podcast.
All right, One Team One Podcast back, episode 93.
Tyson Jackson.
Chad Lavallee, I won.
Justin Thomas.
Amount of rushing yards LSU had this weekend.
Oh.
Not true. We had 11. Kelvin Shepard. Brady James.
Auburn Sam is hyped.
Yeah, I can't wait. I've been looking forward to this day for,
He's very excited.
I guess, since 2 years ago after the last time we lost to you guys.
So let's talk,
Congratulations.
let's just jump into it.
Let's do it.
So you had a great time. You were in Tiger Stadium.
Oh, I had a blast.
First LSU Auburn game.
Yes. Yeah.
So how was your experience? Tell us what happened. You almost got in a fight.
Yeah, went to the game. Tailgate was great. Everybody was all the LSU fans, like I expected, were very welcoming in the tailgate.
Uh-huh.
It was fun, whatever. Had a great time, like usual. One team, one tailgate. Go look at the vids. You love it.
Yeah.
Sir.
All right, and
Got
then
more coming, by the way.
went in the game. First of all, sat in the wrong section. Basically, I sat down. There's a family in front of me. I was probably a little too
Aggressive.
Yeah, and the dad was like, "Hey, bro, not gonna work." And my buddy was like, "Yeah, chill." It's like, okay. I kicked my beer over under this lady's seat. I'm like, "Oh shit, this is a bad look."
Yeah.
Luckily, about 10 minutes after that, somebody comes like, "Hey, these are my seats. We're one section over." It's like, okay, great. It's like time to make a new impression. So I go and sit down,
And
and
you go fight some more people.
I go and sit down, and we're talking first quarter, second quarter. Everybody's kind of, we're talking shit. It's all friendly.
Sure.
Whatever. We're having a good time. And then about probably midway through the fourth quarter, when you guys weren't doing great,
I remember.
yeah, it started to turn before Bo scored the touchdown. Y'all kept getting the ball back and not scoring, right?
Right.
So I'm up there just screaming as loud as I can. Just I lost my voice for 2 days. Just getting it. And the guy in front of me he's like, "Hey, will you quit yelling?" I was like, "No." It's like, I'm not going to stop yelling. I was like, "What are you guys doing?" And he says something else to me, and then he's like, "Oh, we can go handle this somewhere else if you like." I was like, "All right." I was like,
call us. I'll go fight this guy for you.
I said,
we were down at the bottom, and we would have ran up there.
Yeah, no, I just told him. I said he was probably in his 60s. I was like, "Man, listen, after we win, that's fine." I was like, "But for now, these are my seats, and I'm staying here."
Yeah.
And some girl in front of him turns around, some other lady I didn't know. She's probably 30, I guess. And she looks at me like, "Yeah, he's right. You're annoying."
Was she cute?
No. And I said, "I don't care." I was like, "You can move your."
Was she fat?
No. I was like, "Move your ass. You move sections."
Was it a big ass?
So that was my experience. After the game, nobody really talked to me. I smoked cigars. It was great. Went down, celebrated. Yeah. Finally got the monkey off our back. Bo Nix. He did it to you guys. That's the elite Bo Nix I was talking about.
Right. You were talking about elite Bo Nix for a long time.
Yeah.
And then it switched to elite TJ Finley. And I really wanted to see the elite TJ.
I know
Finley,
you did,
and we didn't get a chance to do it.
He got that one. He got one series,
one drive, but I wanted to see more.
I bet you did. Yeah,
he looked sharp on the sidelines.
Yeah, he was doing a good job.
Yeah.
I thought
we talked about it a couple
chance.
weeks ago too. TJ Finley really does look great in Auburn.
He looks great. The guy looks great in uniform.
Can I just say this? I love Auburn's uniforms.
Classic.
I love Auburn's helmets.
They're
Thank
nice.
you, Matt.
I love all of that.
They're nice.
I just don't like Auburn. So,
I understand.
It was a shitty week. It was a shitty day. Actually, the first 3 quarters were fine.
Yeah.
Well, the thing,
the Auburn fans that were around us did not turn around until the fourth quarter.
Well,
and then they started talking shit.
You better believe I was talking shit the whole time. You want to know why? I felt it in the stadium. I thought when it was 13-0, right? It was like, oh, this could get bad.
Mm-hmm.
All LSU fans were hyped, right? Oh, let's go. The skydiving guy with the flag, that was dope. That was now you don't care who you go for. That was cool.
Fuck your eagle.
And then there were 2 more of them.
Eagle would have hawked his ass.
I think Auburn fans are and it's not just because Sam's in the room, but I think they are team I hate the least in the SEC West.
You're saying that now, huh?
No, but like in terms of
Um,
losing to Auburn, like I'm never that pissed off about
We're
it
classy.
compared to every other school.
It's we have a classy fan
y'all
base.
Just, y'all just aren't dicks. I mean, some
Like,
of y'all
I'll
are
be a-
dicks.
yeah.
You're a dick.
the
But,
guy
like,
the guy next to me did say, like, right after this happened, we're like, hey, like, are we good? He was an LSU fan. He's like, yeah, I mean, you guys are assholes, but it's fine, like, whatever.
like,
It's like,
pretty much
thanks.
any other
What were
school,
you
if you
saying
were-
though?
Like, I wasn't saying. I was
what
saying
were
a
you
lot.
saying? What were you saying in the first quarter when you're losing 13-0? What trash are you talking?
Right.
Let's fucking go. Give me the ball back. We're about to score on your bitch ass.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that word for word, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. Give
No,
us the
that's what
ball
you-
back.
That's what you said. Be honest. That's what you
Probably
Yeah.
once or twice.
That's probably-
Everybody's trying to talk shit to me. I'm like, okay, fucking do it for 4 quarters. You can't. You didn't.
So
Yeah.
let's switch gears. Now
Alright.
we're on
Alright.
we're on the LSU side of the wall. It
Demilitarized zone.
was a
Okay.
shit show on Saturday,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I felt like the stadium, like, when it was 13-0, just kind of gave up. Like, they thought, like, it was like a given that you're about to dominate this team.
Yes.
And so second, third quarter was like cruising, kicking field goals.
Well,
I mean, do y'all feel
think,
that?
I think the team was kicking field goals and they were settling for field goals when they should have been scoring touchdowns.
I felt like the whole place was settling. I felt like you had a chance to really take control for a
Well,
second.
I think the fan, like, we were like, oh shit, we're kicking field goals when we should be scoring touchdowns. We should be up by 21-0
Yeah.
at this point.
But
instead of
I also
13-0.
felt
Yeah.
like this feels like every other Auburn game in the last 15 years. So I was like, yeah, this is standard.
Well, I saw the team kind of take their foot off the pedal a little bit too. And then if we weren't getting to Bo Nix, he was just creating plays. He looked better. He looked better than any time I've ever seen Bo Nix look ever.
Yeah.
Agreed.
And I've seen a good amount of Bo Nix games. Probably not as much as you have, but I've never seen him look like that. And we just couldn't get home.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, Bo Nix played great. He's a heart of a champion. He was rolling out like he was
Oh
like
my God.
on the road.
Heart of a champion. That's such crap.
Well, fuck, tackle the guy then. Damn, what do you want me to say? He
Man.
made 8. He broke 8
Yeah,
tackles in the
that's-
fucking backfield on 4th and 2, and then threw for a 30-yard touchdown pass. Like, it's Bo Nix. Like,
That's
y'all
pretty
talk all
much-
this shit about Bo Nix. He did it to
That's-
you.
That's pretty much the
Yeah.
biggest thing I want to talk about is the tackling on defense.
Awful.
It's just
awful.
so fucking bad, dude.
Let's be
And, like,
honest.
the defense played well despite the bad
Yes.
tackling.
Oh, they
which-
put pressure
which
on him all
speaks
night
so
long.
much to how well Durante Jones had this team prepared,
So
except for tackling.
Yeah.
I
The
So I don't-
schemes
I
were
don't,
there.
I don't know if that's on Durante.
T
tackling.
Bob had a great point with this earlier this week, and I love hearing how they break the game down on like Monday or whatever. But like they had pressure, 4 guys get pressure on Bo Nix. They're collapsing on Bo Nix. Neil Farrell, one of the defensive tackles, decides to do a spin move situation, and it was a terrible spin move. But when he did it, he opened up a running lane, and Bo Nix takes the running lane. It was just like indicative of the entire night. They're just not being disciplined in their rush lanes against a guy like that who can just. I mean, I've never seen him do that.
Well,
I've seen him do it one time, like last year, one play, but Georgia State didn't have any problems getting to him last week.
Yeah, I think Bo Nix was more willing to run the ball this week, and I think he started out running the ball his time in Auburn, and he now was like, well, shit, if I don't run the ball because that's what I'm best at, I'm gonna lose my job. So
Right.
he was more confident keeping the ball, more confident in breaking you guys down. But yeah, I mean, it was. I mean, he looked like Kyler Murray. I mean, what can we say? I felt like LSU, the defensive end, did a great job, and y'all even as far as like our running game, like y'all, you didn't give up a ton of yards us rushing. Like
No.
yeah.
Well, we completely shut Tank down, actually.
Yeah, it's
I
weird.
mean,
I
he
don't
had
know.
what,
It's a
like,
weird situation.
Not even 30 yards.
All right, we got some
Ah.
breaking news. Hold on in the chat. We need to talk about this real quick. According to Tiger Droppings, Ed said on his radio show tonight that the offensive line had their best week of practice.
That's big. That's big.
Huge
big,
news.
Big if true.
Huge news for the podcast. I think he's turned it around. Great day of practice.
Yep.
So
Let's keep up.
You want to talk about your offensive line?
No,
No,
I don't
okay.
want to talk about the offensive line. I've kind of moved on.
It's bad.
I've moved on from Coach O. To be honest with you, I've lost all faith in Coach O, and I think that was probably what you were feeling in the stadium when they're settling, and then the other team starts coming back on you, and then they fold. It just looks terrible right now in the whole scheme of things, and I think the entire I shouldn't say the entire fan base. There's a lot of people on Facebook that probably still love Coach O, but most people are like done with this.
It's not on brand.
It's not. It's not
Run
LSU,
the ball,
man.
coach.
Like,
We literally
run
had
the ball, but don't run it right up the middle like you've been doing it over and over and over all damn year. Like, do something different. I saw one running play that was different. We talked about this on Sunday. There was a play to TDP. It was like a little outside off tackle play, and two guys pulled. I hadn't seen a pulling lineman almost all year. But they finally did
That's because they're
something.
getting blown off of the ball. They don't have enough time.
They finally did it. Leon Shanahan even pulled from the center position. I only saw that play one time. It worked. And I
Well,
was
we
like,
had
that was a
success.
great play.
We had success in the run game. Like, I mean, we had.
We just didn't do it enough.
you know,
right?
I mean,
I
like,
think there's a lack of
of our-
commitment.
of our
to it.
12 fucking carries, we only had 12.
Yeah.
Of those 12, I think like half of those were like successful runs. You know, like 5 or more yards.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, like that's good numbers, right?
12 runs.
I mean,
12.
That's
I would have
it?
Yeah.
loved to see more runs in the last 6-7 drives of the game. I
Please.
don't think there was any.
No, I mean
we
they didn't
So
run the
when-
ball very much until the fourth quarter when we had
No,
lost the lead.
No,
or,
and
close to
once
losing
we
the lead.
lost the lead, but in the fourth quarter, while we were up, we did not run the ball one time.
Yeah.
Which makes zero sense. And
Yeah.
then once we got down, we ran the ball like twice.
Ryan Johnson.
Yeah, yeah, you
Ryan
hit-
Johnson
What the
in
fuck
the
are we
chat.
doing?
I think we started a hockey war here. Ryan Johnson, I know very well.
Oh,
Go
no.
Bruins, he says.
Oh no!
So we got
No,
the
go
red
Bruins. What a
the
douche.
Red Wings.
Sorry, Ryan. You're not.
Ryan's a great guy. He's a great guy.
I went too far, but I do
Yeah.
hate the Bruins.
Boston
Shout out
Ryan.
to
We're gonna
everyone.
get Boston Ryan. He's from Boston, so we're
Okay.
gonna get Boston Ryan on one day. He'll talk some shit to you.
Man.
Boston Ryan from Boston. Really,
Hey,
man.
Jude's over here wearing a Red Sox shirt. So.
Yeah,
Yeah,
From
Red Sox.
Boston.
Andrew
No.
Martin in the chat. Put
Red
Auburn
Wings
in the rear view. The real issue is we're underdogs to Kentucky. This is hell.
He has a really good point. I mean,
Yeah,
Josh
but-
Sibley,
but-
our guy Josh, they only ran the ball once in the fourth.
Was once time.
Wow.
But it wasn't.
But
But not once before we got down.
yeah, it was on the last drive. They gave TDP a
Yeah.
draw play for
It was
no
like-
reason,
like
and it was
3
like
or
a
4
gain
yards.
of. It was a first down, I think.
No,
But-
it wasn't. It wasn't. Because
He
the
di-
clock kept running after.
He didn't get
That's
the
why I
first
was so upset.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, of course we do have Kentucky coming up
Yikes.
at Lexington. 7:30 primetime game for Kentucky. They're 5-0 for the first time, I
Hey.
think, in or actually it's like the fourth time in 70 years they're
Holy
5-0.
shit.
I don't
That's
keep
crazy.
up with Kentucky.
Let's see. There was another stat I heard today. It's they beat Florida last week. It's
Yeah.
their first top 10 win since 1970s, I think.
Jesus Christ,
yeah,
is that right?
there's a lot of no, that can't be right because they beat us. We're number one. So
2007.
yeah,
Yes,
so
they did.
I don't remember the stat I heard, but it
Fred's
sounded
Cam.
great. It
No,
sounded great.
They're no joke.
Fred's Cam. in the
Fred's
house.
Cam.
Fred's Cam.
I
You're
have-
sleeping, Jude.
He's
Fred's
texting.
Cam.
Jude is literally
texting.
asleep.
Yeah.
Too late.
I have
It's okay.
2 tickets. We're not going.
Yeah,
If-
you had. So
anyone
y'all are not
watching-
going now. We moved up the pod one day because y'all were
Yeah,
going to
well,
go.
we
right?
decided
Yeah.
today that we're not going.
Okay.
Wow.
All
We
right.
said we're gonna go to like either Ole Miss or Alabama whenever we can all go,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that'd be more
I
fun.
agree. I agree.
That would be
Uh,
great.
The Alabama game, we're not doing that. I'm not doing that.
I'm not
No.
going to Bama, dude.
No.
No, fuck.
Ole Miss, maybe.
Ole Miss.
I'll
I
go.
would love
I'll go
to
to
go.
Oxford. I'll go
Alabama
To
Let's
is
go to
gonna-
Oxford.
I would love to go and court Lane Kiffin. I think that would be great. We'll
Go
get to
have
that
dinner
later.
at Late's house.
We'll get to,
Go,
we'll get
go
to
find,
that later.
I'm sure Minty will be there too.
Yeah, he would
We'll
be
go
down.
right
That would be great.
Yeah, get your popcorn ready.
Get your popcorn race. Is the name of the
Already,
episode.
baby.
So
Let's thank
I
our
wanted to-
sponsors.
yeah,
Let's thank our
let's
sponsors.
thank some of the sponsors here. So we appreciate. Let's see, who are you going to go with first? Was there? Let's go. Relief windows. Relief pools. Sorry, relief pools. Ben Landry. Relief pools. We appreciate Ben. Yeah. So you have it right here for me. Okay. Look at that. That's great. So relief pools. We appreciate Ben. He's been fantastic with us. Check them out. They're actually booked up, probably solid until November, but you need to get in now. Actually, this is the best time to get in with them now to actually book it. It's better to actually book these things during the winter time so you can have it ready for the spring. So call Ben, set him up, set up an appointment for him to come by. He would love to take care of you. Also, we got Bogies in Baton Rouge. Go down to Bogies right outside of Tigerland. Been a staple since definitely when I was in school. So everybody was going to bogeys.
Well, like
back when I was in
91?
school. I was 90
98 ish, right?
I was 97.
So, but it
96?
was established, I think, 91.
Yes.
Around
so before me.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you made it big.
I did make it big.
yeah.
A lot of people made it big. There's a lot of ex players that used to go there all the time.
Tulane
T-Bop.
Billy will
T-Bop.
argue that he made it big.
Yes. He probably did make it big. Bocock Cigars. Appreciate Bocock Cigars.
Shout out Bocock.
Yeah. I was smoking a couple of them on the course yesterday.
Smoking some
Did you still
cocks?
have some? You had one on
No,
Saturday, right?
I smoked 2 on Friday, or 1 on Friday with my buddy, and we smoked 2 in the stupid contraflow on the way out.
Oh yeah, that
it
was
was
terrible.
awful.
That was
it was
awful.
awful.
That contraflow was
Jack and
horrible.
I, we were
The
driving home from
official
the
cigar
stadium.
of Contraflow.
We were
Bocock brothers.
Yes.
we were driving home from the stadium on LSU Ave.
Yeah.
And literally right next to us was like a huge
Oh, yeah,
T-bone
somebody got
collision.
Oh
T-boned.
no!
Like we had the windows
RIP.
down and like just a huge collision.
And I was in the passenger, and the guy was like asking if he could go, and I waved him through, and so he goes, doesn't look the other way,
No.
and gets smoked.
Jack said, "Come on." He said, "Come on, come get hit." And then we were
I
like,
was letting him know that like we're gonna let him through.
Was he an
You
Auburn
still
fan?
need to look the other way.
Was he?
No, I don't think so.
"No, dude."
Oh,
He had
God.
like 5 people in the
I
car.
mean, dude,
and
he
like,
got smoked.
dude,
And
he
y'all
like
just drove by.
No,
Yeah.
well, we asked the lady. We were like, "Are you okay?" And she said, "I'm okay, but I got my baby in the back." And we were like, "All right, have a good one."
Guys, I didn't get home till 2
Oh.
o'clock. Ain't no more
Dude,
8 p.m. games.
We really,
Yeah.
really could have walked home and gotten home an hour before we
But
did.
yeah, you
actually
try to
did.
kill people.
yeah.
Bocock Brothers Cigars
anyway,
does not
we
endorse that.
appreciate Bocock Brothers Cigars, the
Sorry you guys
official
went through
cigar of T-Bones and
Thank you.
Contraflow.
And
We
designated
appreciate those
drivers.
guys. I had
Yeah,
some
and
Bococks
It's a
at
great
golf tournament
Contraflow
yesterday.
cigar.
Great. It is. So also, we need to give courtesy Automotive Group in Lafayette. Brandon Lejean, Court Williams was at the golf tournament I was at yesterday. I didn't get to talk to him though. But over at Courtesy, 4750 Johnston Street in Lafayette, we appreciate those guys for all their business. All right, so let's get to I think the biggest segment of the day that we wanted to talk about.
Well,
which is-
real quick, Matt.
yes,
You've been talking about golf. I want to know how you shot yesterday.
Oh.
we've all right. You want to hear it? You want to
I would
know?
love
You
to
want to
know.
know what I did?
Yeah.
It's 4-man scramble. We finished second. Won a gift card. So
Nice.
To
I
where?
putted it's an American Express gift card. So
Nice.
anywhere I want.
Nice.
So fuck you.
Fuck me.
Yeah.
I played
Dave,
1-2.
He played one
Why'd you
too,
ask that?
a different one. He played in a different golf tournament yesterday.
Yep. 3-man scramble. I didn't really do great, but they use a couple of my shots here and there. We came in second.
Yeah, but you were playing with the Golf Tech guys.
Did you get a gift
You
card?
had real range.
I got a gift card. I got 2 LSU polos, and I got 2 LSU hats.
What are you gonna
Okay.
do with those?
Yeah,
I
for real.
gave
he gave one a
I
hat
gave
to me already.
the hats away, and I'm gonna keep the polos because
Because you're on an LSU podcast.
yeah, and like I'm gonna go and get drunk with LSU people when
Yeah.
Auburn's not playing.
I got a
So,
Southern March polo.
You're like the Trojan horse. You know?
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna infiltrate you, and I
Yeah.
know when Coach O needs to be fired. It's now. I've
Yeah.
seen Gene Chiswick. Y'all saw Les Miles. Don't do this to yourselves again. Don't do it.
No. It's
Yeah.
happening. It's done. So
And I think
let's
that flows right into what
Kentucky's
we're
about
about
to
to do.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Ed Ogeron. It's done.
Yeah.
It's
He has to go 6-1 the rest of the year to keep his job, which he's
It-
not doing.
in my opinion, if we lose Saturday, he's gone.
Agree.
Like after
Immediately.
Yeah,
I
like
agree.
Sunday or Monday, one or
agree.
the other. So I think it's the last straw. I mean, even if they win this weekend, you got Florida after that. You got Ole Miss. You got Alabama. Like,
It's the gauntlet.
Arkansas.
yeah, Arkansas is
yeah.
after Alabama, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Texas
um,
A&M right now is kind of shaping up to maybe be.
That's
your-
like the easiest game left on the schedule.
But it's the last
Possibly.
one apparently. So
including ULM.
yeah, so we wouldn't. We won't even. He's not. I don't think he's even lasting that long. He's definitely not lasting after Alabama because Alabama's going to smoke us by 40 points easy.
You think if let's say, I mean,
Say
we're-
he
this is
say he
hypothetical.
wins
It's
tomorrow.
hypothetical season. Let's say we win our next 3, which
Whoa,
would, I mean, obviously would be nuts, but
come
let's
on.
Hypothetical.
God damn it, it's a hypothetical.
Let's be realistic though. Well, say he wins the next 2 and then he gets trounced by Ole Miss.
I thought I was going to set up the hypothetical.
No, but it's not. I mean, it's a I mean, you can say hypothetically, yeah, we. I mean, it's just not happening though. Like, there's no way that there's no way that we're beating Ole Miss. No way.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe we send a message to Lane Kiffin, like, "Hey, man, we're the real deal."
No.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, you're acting like there's no way that the team can improve. I know that Saturday sucked, but like we agree that the coaching staff made so many bad decisions on Saturday in terms of like communication with the offense, speed with the offense. I mean, it's all offensive, right?
Yeah.
Bad tackling on defense, which is all stuff that like and the bad tackling I think hasn't been a problem.
Well, in my opinion, that Auburn's, and no offense, Sam, but I'm just going to call it like it is. Auburn's offense isn't that good. It's just not.
Well, but neither is Kentucky or Florida.
No,
so I could see you
get that.
winning both those games
I get that.
and then carrying some momentum.
I'm saying Ole Miss,
improving.
you're going to get your ass handed to you at Ole Miss. Ass handed to you. I'm talking like 20 to 30 point.
Can I make a
loss.
point?
So you don't trust Durante?
Is this thing on?
No, I just know that they're going to put points up whether you like it or not. I mean, they're going to put 30, 40 points up. And
I agree.
Easy. I don't know if we may not be able to hold them under 50.
I think that there's a possibility that the offense can still improve.
Yeah, but how much? It's like I just don't think they're going to be able to outscore teams.
Ooh,
Ronnie Jones,
Wow.
welcome to the jungle.
Oh, baby.
All right,
Ronnie, where you at, brother?
all three of you nobodies don't deserve to be judging Coach O. All right, thank you.
Do we have
Appreciate you coming in.
a Michael Buffer sound effect?
Yeah,
Like, let's
now
get
it's
ready
time to run ball.
Yeah,
There you
Ronnie
go.
Jones.
Hey, Ronnie.
stumbled into. This is like whenever.
All right,
Oh,
keep
baby.
it coming, Ronnie. I want to hear what you have to say
Yeah,
here.
just
Ronnie, I
Um,
got $10. Says you don't know what network the game's on this weekend.
Yeah. What channel are we playing on,
Yeah.
Ronnie? Saturday.
Put it in the
Don't
chat.
Google it.
No,
Don't Google it.
$10.
Just check on Facebook if you can. So yeah, I do have the ability to judge Coach O. I think I'll probably know a little bit more about Coach O than you do, Ronnie. There's a
Wow.
lot of shit that nobody knows about Coach O that's not on the field. On the field is fucking bad enough, Ronnie. But off the field, it's even worse than you think it is, Ronnie.
He dust his crawfish.
Yeah. He probably doesn't do that. That's a real bad error. But yeah, it's not good on the field, and it's really not good off the field. And when you combine those two, Scott Woodward and maybe I don't deserve to judge Scott to judge Coach O. Scott Woodward deserves to judge Coach O, and I can already tell you, Scott Woodward already has the paperwork fucking drawn up, Ronnie. So that shit is just waiting to be dropped on Coach O's desk. I don't know what day it's going to be. It might be next week.
Sunday.
Yeah. Make it stop.
Sunday.
Make it stop. Bring on the lane train. Okay.
Well, I think we're going to win the next three. So
Well, actually, I
Fucking
think
liar.
they're going to run the table and make the fourth spot in the college football.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
No
all
way.
All right.
All right.
By the way, how many losses does UCLA have now?
2.
The 2 losses?
2.
I would like
Is
to
that-
point
is it
out
2?
my spite is undefeated because I came on this show and said I want UCLA to lose every game. They're trending in that direction.
Yeah, but they look like they're getting they got dominated against Arizona State last week.
Hey, Jaden Daniels is a good player.
Listen though, the same team that fucking dominated us in the trenches just got dominated by Arizona State in their same stadium.
Herm Edwards
It's
is
a
good coach.
joke. It's an absolute joke.
Hey, but they play California Love at the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Really cool.
Okay,
So let's say
Wacky Chris is in the chat. Let's talk about it. Why does everyone want Kiffin?
because
All right,
he's-
Sam,
he's good.
speak up. Speak up.
Go.
All right. I think
Hold
we
on.
need to get her a hot board of coaches, right? Do we need to get her a hot board of coaches?
Pull it up.
Let's pull it up. We'll come down with
I
it.
think
We'll
Lane's
just
the
back
first
it
on the-
up.
I think Lane's first.
Lane's
on the board,
first
so
up
that
on the
works
disc,
out
so
well.
we're going to talk about our hot board of coaches.
I want to get with. I'm like, why Lane did what, guys? He failed at USC. He failed at the Raiders. Okay, and like, listen, I think he's a good offensive coach. He's got Ole Miss. He has Ole Miss now as Fun Miss. Reminder: Ole Miss went 5-5 last year. He played Alabama close. Okay, and now he just got smashed by Alabama, and he's got 1 win against Louisville. Like, come on, talk to me about Lane Kiffin. I don't see it, guys. Lane Kiffin's not the coach LSU needs.
Yeah, but,
That's not the LSU fire. This is bullshit.
but dude, they beat the fuck out of Louisville.
No, okay, yeah.
All right. So
I'm all.
and people keep saying that since I put this list together, I'm not. Look, I think Lane Kiffin would be extremely exciting here in Baton Rouge.
He's not a fit.
Listen though, he's not a fit even what Woodward normally hires. I have heard that Woodward is not afraid of talking to Lane Kiffin and is not afraid of bringing Lane Kiffin in here. He's also I've also heard Bill O'Brien's name as somebody that Scott Woodward is going to talk to. We've heard Lane Kiffin 100% is going to be contacted by Scott Woodward. 100%.
Well, I think he should be contacted. I don't think he should be the coach at LSU.
It's not my decision, though. It's not our decision.
Wow.
It's Scott Woodward. I agree. We can speculate on it.
You're never being afraid to throw an opinion around before.
No,
Matt.
I love to speculate. So let's talk about that.
Well, I guess we could do this at the end. I was going to say if you could pick any of these coaches.
Well,
we have up here.
That's what I want to do later. Not any of these coaches up here. At the end of this, I want to say, who do you want? Who do you think is going to be coaching at LSU next year? That'll be what we decide at the end of this.
PJ Fleck.
Yeah.
Wacky Chris. Love that call. PJ Fleck's a great coach.
Fuck that.
Row the boat.
I'm just telling you, that's bullshit. PJ Fleck, give me a break.
Okay, well, what do you not like about PJ Fleck?
No, I love PJ Fleck. It would be a fucking home run hire, but he's not. I don't think he's coming. I don't think he would.
I don't think that works here. It's almost like Sam Pittman at Arkansas. Okay,
I'd be knocking the boat all day.
Listen though, I love Sam Pittman. I love him. I think he works at Arkansas. I don't think Sam Pittman would work at LSU.
I think
it's different with 3 stars than it is with 5 stars. PJ Fleck's corny ass shit works great with 2 and 3 stars, and he can motivate the hell out of them. I think with 5 stars, they don't listen to that shit.
If you don't mind, let me get my 2 pesos and
rebut. Please.
I don't agree with you at all.
Go ahead. Tell me why.
Number 1, bald people should never be the head coach at LSU. Nor should gingers. We're looking at Joe Brady there too. And number 2, I don't want any.
Which is like a hybrid.
I don't want any Yankees. You don't have to be from down to Bayou, but you got to say y'all and drink sweet tea or Arnold Palmer or something.
You got to be in the southeastern.
Where should they be from in proportion to the Mason-Dixon?
South
of it,
of course.
I think
anywhere north of that is off limits.
Of course.
Okay.
I think you have to be able to relate to the kids that are coming in here, and I just don't think that. Same with Coach O. He's losing the team right now. All the little bullshit stuff he says, all the cliches he says. It's old though.
But what you're saying is,
Coach O is 60. PJ Fleck is like 42. And it's different.
You don't think Coach O can relate to these guys?
I think he can. I just think that it gets stale when he doesn't do what he's saying. Yeah. So he's preaching, but he's not living up to the same standard, and they're getting their ass kicked anyway.
We have a
Corey Raymond. When you just say it over and over and over.
Corey Raymond will be coaching at LSU next. He won't be the head coach, but he'll be coaching there.
Yes, he'll be the cornerback coach.
Corey Raymond is like
he'll probably be the interim.
Who was Shane?
He would be the interim if
who was Frank Beamer's? Who was Frank Beamer's coordinator for ever?
That was shit. Why'd you ask me this? Now it's gonna be
never wanted
Bud Foster.
Foster. Kind of like Ant Venerables. Yeah.
You got Kyle Savant in the chat saying, "Got to know how to make a roux." LOL.
Yes.
Oh, actually,
that's on the.
Josh thinks he's going to be the head coach.
No. I think he'll be coaching at LSU next year.
The boat equals 1 team.
Wacky Chris, Sky Yuma, baby, love to see it. I like PJ Fleck.
Row the podcast.
Oh my God,
yeah. Row the podcast, baby.
We're gonna change the name to Row the podcast next year. Oh my God,
I'm in.
Okay, so let's go through the board.
And Matt, you would be into.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't.
All right, let's talk about this for a second.
Okay.
We hire any of these guys, we will all talk ourselves into thinking it was a home run.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely, no doubt.
Okay, so get Wacky Chris off the board.
Chris,
so we want to be able to see this. Yeah. All right, so Lane Kiffin, I know what we just said. I want to just compare resumes. Obviously, he had his little stint with the Raiders years ago. 46 years old. 69-40 in college as a head coach, right?
And was at FAU for 2 years.
Right.
And they put up hella points in the CUSA.
So FAU.
Devin Singletary. Hey,
So FAU,
Good
and he's been at Ole Miss as a head coach.
USC,
USC as a head coach. Sorry,
Tennessee.
Tennessee. God damn. So four schools he is a head coach. I don't know why I forgot that. But also offensive coordinator at Alabama. Won what 2 or 3 national championships? At Alabama?
I'm not going to give that to Lane. Yeah. I mean, yeah, sure, he was there and he won
He
it, but
took-
like,
No.
It's like
He
Richard
took
Jefferson
Blake
winning
Sims.
with LeBron.
thank
He
you.
took a backup running back, Blake Sims, put him in at quarterback, and they won a national fucking championship with the guy.
Yeah, all they had to do was score 9 points.
I mean, like, what do you look like? Okay, yeah, sure, but
You
you're-
don't give him any credit for that.
I give him some credit. Sure, he took the Alabama offense into the new age,
Okay.
but like,
But
I think,
I don't think Lane
Nick
Kiffin deserves
Saban-
full credit for these championships.
At
I'm
Alabama.
with Sam here on at
I get
Alabama.
it. I get it. So if Lane comes, I think you got to have DJ Durkin come with him. I think DJ Durkin as a defensive coordinator is actually a very good hire.
Yeah.
Is this,
with
is this
our
Durante
athletes.
slander?
It's not Durante
I don't know where
slander.
you're going with this.
I just
'cause,
don't think I don't think Durante keeps
I'll-
his job
I'll
with
throw hands with you right now.
with Ed
I will.
Oak
I
leaving.
will.
I, unfortunately,
You think
people
it's
are-
like a clean house kind of deal?
yes,
Yeah.
it's gotta
Well,
be.
also Durante Jones is going to get a head coaching offer by the end of the year.
Tulane.
Tulane. You heard it here
Tulane,
first.
they're like
Um,
they're like 1-4 right now.
Okay, so let's move on.
that's that's happening.
but they played Oklahoma close.
It was a great game.
Bill O'Brien. All right,
That's why I have Texas plus 3.5 this week.
Alabama offensive coordinator currently. Houston Texans before that. Penn State before that. He took over that dumpster fire after Joe Paterno and all that shit.
Yep.
Remember that?
But also now,
Handsy Joe.
I remember that.
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
not south of the
yeah.
Mason-Dixon line.
yeah. He's not south of Mason-Dixon. Well,
Again, not really a fit for LSU. I don't think. I mean,
Bill
possibly. I think he's a good coach, but
Right.
fit.
So every time I watch
Yeah.
a Alabama game where he plays one of his former assistants, they always put what graphic before the game?
Former assistant.
Yeah.
Former assistants, he's like 100 to what? Nothing.
Yeah,
So it's like
right.
24-0.
Right.
now.
And
Right.
I mean, I'm not saying we should hire somebody who we think is going to beat Alabama year in year out.
no, I'm not either.
But I mean, how many times have we been ranked Cincinnati? How many weeks have we been ranked? Like twice, right?
Yeah, but how many times has he hired somebody as an assistant as good as Bill O'Brien?
That's a good point. And
And-
with
no-
his resume,
No times,
There is
right?
there is a
Right.
connection with Woodward to O'Brien.
Is
I
there?
do kind of
I
have
actually
a.
didn't know that. What
So
is it?
this is when Woodward was at Texas A&M. He was big in the Houston area.
Oh, that's
Bill
right.
O'Brien was at Houston Texans, obviously. So there is a connection there, and that's why his name is being brought up. There is actually a connection with Bill O'Brien.
Mhm.
Now, Bill O'Brien, I will tell you this: he has a special needs child. Houston Texans used to take care of this situation for him, to where he didn't have to worry about it. I don't know how that
you talking about like financially?
financially and probably like they had care for
nannies
the
for him and
child and
stuff?
all that
Yeah.
kind of stuff. I mean,
Gotcha.
it's like a serious situation where that's going to be part of like what he's probably looking for. And I don't know how Alabama's helping that out, but I don't know if I don't even know if his whole family is in Alabama, to be honest with you. They could all still be living in Houston and being taken care of. I have no idea.
Right.
But I know that's something that is going to be an issue. So
I mean, not to be insensitive.
not an
It's
issue.
not an issue, but
not an
it just
issue. It's
makes
just a
it.
it's just a
It's
different
there.
situation.
It's there.
right?
It's more complicated for Bill O'Brien.
Exactly,
He has to
to
factor
take a
these things
job.
into a
take a
decision.
job,
It's not that it's an
right.
issue or a problem anyway.
Exactly. And
People don't like Bill O'Brien because he was a really, really bad GM. But he's a good fucking coach.
and I think he's also a dick.
Although I heard,
So I'll tell you this:
I think
He is
he's
in
a
the-
dick for the NFL.
he's in the Bill Belichick tree. That's why he's at with Saban right now.
Yeah.
There is this whole like tree of guys
Yep.
that he's in that tree. 51 years old, still has a lot
That's
of
crazy. I
coaching
didn't know he
left.
was that young. still.
That's why I wanted to put this graphic up. I wanted to see wanted to
Right.
see everybody's reactions to like, okay, Lane Kiffin is one of the guys that is probably a hot commodity in the coaching ranks. He's 46 years old, guys. Like
Yeah.
he's got another 20 years at least of coaching, if not more. So, I know what everybody's saying. Like, Lane Kiffin, he's a hothead, he's immature, blah, blah, blah. He threw the headset last week. Fuck you.
Oh my God.
Like, come
he
on.
did it on purpose.
And he's
If he scores 40 points a game
didn't-
at
he did-
LSU, nobody's going to care.
right.
He didn't know there was another question coming after that, by the way.
I know. You got set
He-
up there.
He like made sure to like go and apologize to Jamie Erdahl and all that. Like, he went-
Nobody cares. Yeah.
I don't
I mean, I
like
know
Bill
it's
O'Brien.
fun to-
Nobody-
it's fun to
yeah.
say that he's a dick and all that.
Exactly.
I get that, but like
He's
It's
not.
not-
He's not Joey Freshwater anymore. I think people need to understand
Yeah.
that he's not 36 years old running around with girls.
I think he carries that personality for the sake of recruiting.
and I think a lot of
Yeah.
people were caught off guard when they heard like Woodward could be interested in Kiffin. I think a lot of people are caught off guard because that's not what we would have thought. He would have gone from Les Miles to Coach O, and now he's got his own chance for a hire, and he's going to look at Lane Kiffin. It just doesn't feel like that would be the solid hire for Woodward.
He says, "Ask Deshaun Watson how good a coach he is."
Oh yeah. Well, Deshaun Watson was doing
Ask
his
Desha-
own stuff.
Yeah, well,
in the meantime.
Deshaun Watson's just horny as hell.
that is a.
Yeah.
All right,
He's
I'm
grabby.
handsy.
He's grabby. He's handsy.
I do have something to say
Um,
about these two. Kind of what you said about the Saban assistants is like I don't know if they necessarily fall in this mold of like Saban assistants, like Kirby Smart is. It's like they just kind of went to the rehab program.
Right,
They did like
right,
the
that-
six,
right.
you know,
the 6
It's
step.
like that's where
program.
it's like going to ZipRecruiter. Like you're gonna get a
Well,
better job after
and it-
one season.
yeah.
It's the same reason I like Lane Kiffin because he went through that same program,
Right.
but he went through it for like 4 years.
Yeah.
No, I
right.
think Lane will do okay. I just don't think I think there's better. There's guys on this list that'll do better.
right.
So,
Okay,
guys in the
let's
guys in
continue.
the chat, especially Ronnie Jones, I need everybody to like and share, especially you, Ronnie Jones. Please like and share the post. We want this to get going a little bit more. Also, all right, so let's move on. Let's
the
let's
guy
cap it
who-
off with Bill O'Brien.
The guy
here.
who replaced Bill O'Brien was James
Franklin,
Right.
right.
And look, I mean, that would be
Vandy
an
to Penn
absolute
State.
home run hire. I mean, that might be the best guy on this list, the most proven guy on this
Most
I
list.
do want
proven-
to.
Jude was saying no bald people. So he's still
Yeah, he's
bald.
anti-bald
I
people.
think Jude's gonna die on that hill. But I just wanted to throw that out there.
No gingers and no ball people.
I do want to bring something up here. If LSU makes a change and cuts Ed O, USC obviously already fired Clay Helton. Right when week 15, whenever your team gets done, it is going to be a rat
Yeah.
race to get these interviews.
LSU
You don't think
versus
James
USC.
Franklin's going to get a call from both these schools?
oh, I'm sure his
yeah.
agent's already been called.
Shit.
I'm sure his agent's already been called.
Y'all are going to have to fork out some cash. It's going to be a
Well-
bidding war
well-
against USC
well,
for
here's the-
whoever.
That's fine. We can win a bidding war against USC.
Yep.
That's another thing.
We do
If
that
you-
all the time.
If it's LSU versus USC, it's up to that coach at that
Right.
point. Does he want to go in the SEC or not?
How much you want it?
Exactly. And like I think we can win with the dollar amount, but like is he gonna feel more comfortable being at USC than he's gonna be at LSU? That's the different story.
Right.
James Franklin knows how the SEC is, being a whipping boy at Vandy.
I do think you're right, though, Jack, about this being probably the best hire on the list, like the most consistent. Like you know what you're going to get. It's not going to be like you're 15-0 next
Right.
year, but it's going to be 10 or 9-3 or
You
whatever.
have
the
a-
numbers
It's a
are.
year in, year out.
Yeah,
and
you
you're
you
know?
gonna
have
be
a really
consistent.
good
Right.
floor every year.
Exactly.
Yep,
Yeah.
high floor.
You're not
It-
going to go through another 5-5 year.
Right. You
like
get
we
that.
did last year.
You get that quarterback in there, you're like national championship, possibly.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, and like you think about it, like Joe Brady came from Penn State with Joe Moorhead and James
Yeah,
Franklin over
right.
there. That was
Mm.
where he got a lot of his roots and like what he likes to do.
And Joe Moorhead's at Oregon now,
Oregon.
right?
Yeah, he's a
under
play caller.
Cristobal. So I'll make a notation. There's a couple of guys that aren't on this list that I would want to put on this list, and I think they're guys that we should take a look at. Mario
right.
Cristobal is definitely one.
Another one is Urban Meyer.
Ugh, no, it's not. We're not going to look at Urban Meyer.
I got two if we're going to play this game.
We're going to talk about Urban Meyer in a second. Go ahead. Brian Harson.
Yeah, Brian Harson will not come here. My number
Gene
one,
Saban. Dabo Sweeney.
my
Gus-
number one,
Gus Malzahn.
Gus Malzahn
Let's
for
go.
LSU.
Oh,
Please
gosh.
hire
Yeah.
Gus Malzahn.
Fuck.
There's a part of me that
Please.
actually, there's a part of me that really wants that to happen.
No.
You're gonna be so sad. 7 games in, it's awful.
That's like old
It's
Miss
awful.
fans used to tell us, like you're
Just
gonna be
'cause
you're gonna be down you're gonna be let down eventually by Ed Orgeron.
Yeah, but I
That's what
know
they used to
how
tell us.
fun the ride is, though. And it's like, I know it
They lost
sucks
to
at some
Navy.
points.
UCF lost to Navy this
Did they
week.
really? All
Yeah.
right, well, then he's off the
All right, any real ones?
Deion Sanders,
Okay, come on,
bro. DBU times a
No.
million.
I thought-
Are you kidding
Bro.
me?
So
Hey,
who I
hey,
thought you were going to say was Hugh
I don't hate
Freeze.
that.
You don't hate it?
I don't hate Dion.
Hugh Freeze.
I don't
Yeah.
hate Dion either, but I mean, you Freeze could be a good one.
Dion's not leaving though. He's building culture over there. He wants HBCU to be.
Dion's doing it for the brand, and I respect it.
I think Florida State may call Dion for real.
I don't
They
think
need to
I
do
don't,
something.
I don't think
They're
Dion's
bad.
going anywhere. To be honest with you,
If Florida
Really?
State
I
offers,
think
If Florida
he's-
State offers him, he's gone.
gone.
that's
That's where he went to school, dude.
dude. I think he's not in it for like coaching or like going to play the best teams. I think he's in it for
The culture.
raising
Well, that's great.
HBCU.
But
Like,
once his alma mater offers him, fucking $5
I
million
think he
a
loves
year,
Florida State enough to where he's going to go.
that
there,
too. Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think
my opinion is he's not. He's staying either at Jackson
Wow.
State.
$1,000.
$1,000.
If they offer him the
offer
job,
the
and we
job,
know it.
he will not turn it down. There's no way.
I'll put 1,000 on that.
Okay. Next,
If I
Joe
had
Brady. This
$1,000,
is
I would
Jude's
offer
favorite.
All right,
Joe Brady.
So
on
we
the
got
list.
Gus Malzahn, Dion Hugh-Freeze, and
Right.
Mario Cristobal.
Joe
Mario
Brady.
Cristobal. I actually like Mario Cristobal a good bit.
I don't.
Came-
Saban assistant. Nah. Get
Oh,
rid
yeah,
of him.
came from
Soft
Miami in the South. Saban assistant, offensive line guy, big about the trenches. Good recruiter. He was a great recruiter at Alabama. I think that's a guy that's smart enough and young enough that he can take over a program like this and kind of excel. Whether now, if Phil Knight loves him in Oregon and wants to keep him there, we can't compete with those dollars. We can't. So if he decides to throw him $10 million, he could.
How
if
much
he wanted
money do y'all think Canes is paying Coach O?
Too much.
Oh,
way
man,
too
he's
much.
everywhere.
To eat the coleslaw too, the leftover
Oh, man.
coleslaw.
They're regretting every dollar of that.
Every time I
contract.
walk in there, I just Coach O just yelling at me to eat chicken. To like, bro, relax.
Okay, Joe Brady.
Man, I really
Joe
like
Brady.
Canes right now.
This is the hot button one. Joe Brady. Everybody wants Joe Brady back. Joe Brady season. Blah blah blah. This is the big Facebook one, right? Like,
Is this the big Facebook?
yeah,
one? I don't get on Facebook.
everybody wants Joe Brady. They're like, oh, Joe Brady, just pay him the money and let's roll, baby. That's what they say.
Okay.
Joe Brady season.
I-
What are your
I-
thoughts?
I mean, obviously, that I think it should be one of your first calls. I don't think he wants to recruit.
Nope.
That's what people. Well, I think it is speculation when people say that, but I think it. I kind of think it's probably true.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I think it would. I think he would be fucking awesome. Obviously,
Yeah,
he's
I mean,
he's about to get head coach offers in the NFL. So yeah, I think if that's who we end up, if we ended up hiring him, that would be an absolute home run hire.
okay, never been a head coach before. I think that's
Yeah.
going to be
Oh.
probably Scott
Don't care.
Woodward's biggest
Yeah.
qualm of this
Sure,
whole
okay.
thing is
Yeah,
that he's
yeah.
never he would never hire a coach that's never been a head coach
If
before.
I may.
Mm.
Yes, Jude, you have the floor.
The only phone call that Scott Woodward's making to Joe Brady is, "Hey, you left your pair of Nike shoes here. Can you come pick them up, please?" And they've been sitting in my house a couple of years now, and I'm trying to get rid of them.
Why are they at his house?
Why are they at his house? What's he gonna do? Leave them there? Someone's gonna steal them.
No, is he doing his wife? You think?
No, he
What's
left them at
going
the
on?
office,
Wow.
and Scotty took them home because he
Oh.
thought they would fit, and then he put them
Okay.
on there, and he was like, "Yeah,
No,
my
they
feet
don't
don't
fit.
fit."
Right.
Okay.
So we got Andrew Martin in the chat saying Joe Brady is not coming back to college. NFL is where he wants to be.
Wacky.
Agree
Chris.
with that.
I agree with that.
I think that's the reason why he left LSU in the first place. He knows he could have been the offensive coordinator the next year at LSU.
Yeah,
There
but
was a
we couldn't
stepping stone.
We couldn't have paid him as much.
We couldn't have paid him as much, but I also think that he saw a little bit, not the writing on the wall, but he knew Coach O was a disaster.
He knew we hit the high.
I think
And
a lot of
yeah.
these
Would
assistants
Coach O have been a
understand.
disaster if Joe Brady stayed and became the offensive coordinator?
I mean, I don't know.
We don't go 5-5 with Joe Brady, right?
last year. No,
Shit, you
I
put
don't
Bo
think so.
Pelini on the sideline, we might.
We might, yeah.
I mean, no.
How many
but,
points you
know,
got to score?
Yeah,
I mean, he would have scored more.
yeah.
I mean, we lost a couple close games. He would have won those.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have only scored 7 points on Texas A&M.
yeah. Would it beat Missouri?
Would have beat Missouri. Probably would have beat
beat Mississippi State. Right.
Probably would have beat Texas A&M.
Okay.
Would have gone 8-2.
Yeah,
How would we feel right now if we were 8-2?
Oh my god,
last
that
year?
would be fantastic.
Oh my goodness.
I'd be
Oh.
probably be rock hard right now.
I think
Yeah.
we'd be packing for Lexington right about now.
Yeah,
Okay.
I still
so
might. I don't know. I have the fucking
the
tickets.
next
I
the
don't know what
next
I'm gonna do.
assistant, 2019 assistant, Dave Aranda, 45 years old. He's 6-8 in his college head coaching career. Sam,
Where did
anything to say? That's your choice.
Where
right?
did Aranda coach?
You want him?
Aranda?
Yeah, where did he coach?
Baylor.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
at
yeah,
Baylor
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So he's 6-8
Yeah, yeah.
over a year and a half period of time.
Gotcha.
That's going to be the reason that we wouldn't hire him. He has to finish the year really well.
Now,
I think, for Woodward
he
to
did
consider him.
one thing already very well.
Jeff Grimes.
He hired Jeff Grimes.
Yeah. I
Jeff
love him.
Grimes has changed the offense, Jeff Grimes as an offensive coordinator. Who would have thought, right?
Yeah.
Like all of a sudden, Jeff Grimes has turned into a hot commodity
Yeah.
on the offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
search.
no, I mean, I think if you can get Dave Aranda and get him to bring Jeff Grimes with him,
I think that would be good.
that'd be great.
I think that would be good.
That-
It would
and-
be solid. Everybody would feel comfortable
Yeah.
having a guy like Dave Aranda, knowing that he's a very smart dude.
And
Y'all
now
remember how bad they were when he took over? Weren't they like
they were really
Winners?
bad.
Baylor.
They were really bad.
yeah, they're
last year.
really bad?
They were really bad
They
last year.
had just left. Matt Rule had just left
Yeah.
and kind of like dumped it in his lap.
Yeah,
basically,
well, and
right?
he left because, well, partly because Panthers threw a fucking ton of money at him, but
Right.
Baylor was, they were losing everything
Right.
that year too.
right.
They're
So-
4-1 now.
Yeah, no, they're having a pretty decent year. They lost to Oklahoma State or something,
Right.
but they
beat
beat
Iowa State, yeah.
Yeah.
This is my favorite one. I had to get the mic back for this one. This is my favorite hire, I think, for LSU.
Dave Aranda.
Yeah,
Wow,
I think so.
that's your favorite.
Yeah.
I think it's good value because I think it would have to be like your 7th or 8th call.
Well, James Franklin. I would go James Franklin, then I would go
It's like a
Aranda.
fantasy draft.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a seventh round guy.
Yeah, if you get him in the 7th round, that's
Right.
a
wanted-
steal.
I wanted to add Billy Napier in there too.
Yeah, I think people
No,
want to people want to
Had-
talk about
I'm not adding Billy Napier in there. We have. I mean, all right. Which one?
Why'd you put Joe Brady?
Joe
and not
Brady?
Billy?
I'll take Joe
Are you
Brady before
fucking
Billy
serious?
Napier.
That's
I
just
think-
because he's bald.
That's fucking dumb.
That's stupid. I'll take Joe Brady before Billy Napier. 7 days in Sunday. So
Yeah.
tell me your thoughts.
Well, Billy Napier's been a head coach, and Joe Brady hadn't. He's,
Okay.
At
He knows-
ULL.
Yeah, he knows
USL.
which means he knows the state. Yeah, I know. I do apologize. It is USL. It'll always be USL.
That's exactly.
But no, I mean, and while I'm knocking people off the list, I'm gonna knock Peterson off. He's not gonna come. He's gonna stay. He's an old man. He's gonna.
He's
stay
not that old.
He's 56,
He's not
and
that old.
he
I mean,
quit.
that's up there.
He didn't.
Pretty old.
That
It's
mean-
not-
didn't-
It's not
he-
that.
I have some stuff to say about Peterson.
He
in a
didn't
second.
leave because
Are you
like
serious?
there was a scandal.
No, he left because he doesn't want to coach anymore.
Yeah,
I agree with
and
that.
so he's not.
But
gonna
56 isn't that old.
And then anyone else? Nah.
The oldest on this list.
Yeah.
Okay, so let me go to. So we moved on to Aranda from Aranda. Let's talk about Chris Peterson. Obviously, his college record is incredible, right? 147-38 in college. 56 years old. He's retired already.
Yeah, but
A
he
West
played
Coast guy.
Like, he
all-
played like 10 years in the Mountain West.
Yes. So I've looked this up earlier. 26 of those
Boise State
38
way.
26 of those 38 losses came at Washington. He had 12 losses at Boise State. Only 12.
Right.
So he went to Washington, a bigger school. Scott Woodward hired him. And that's why everybody's talking about Chris Peterson.
That's
is
the
because
big reason, right?
Scott Woodward hired him at Washington. But he lost 26 games at Washington over, I think it was like a
6 years.
6-year period.
Mhm.
Yeah. Wasn't great. I know he made one playoff.
Made the playoffs.
got
had
trounced by
had
Alabama, obviously.
2 10-win seasons where they won the Pac-12, and then his last year was pretty rocky. But he was having personal issues that whole season, so I
Right.
think that was like part of it. Look, it would be a good hire, but it's just like I think the fit's bad.
I agree.
I don't think he wants to
It
coach
would-
anymore.
I don't think he wants to coach anymore, and I don't think he actually wants to leave the West Coast.
Yeah, and
Hey,
he's a West Coast
can
guy.
I
It's a bad fit.
You remember? I know we're talking about baseball, but remember when they wanted to hire Paul Casey, or like people saying they're going to hire Paul Casey to be the baseball coach? That's
Paul-
what it reminds me of.
Except Paul
Except
Casey.
Paul Casey, the
has his
golfer?
own-
That's
no,
what I thought too. Paul Casey, the golfer.
No, Pat Casey. Sorry,
Pat
he meant Pat
Casey.
Casey.
Pat,
Yeah,
Paul, it's all the same.
all the
thing.
same.
Paul Casey's
Um,
a great golfer. He has a
Okay,
great
so
swing.
next one we really need to talk about this next one. Luke Fickle
Luke
at Cincinnati.
Fuckle.
48 years
Jesus
old.
Christ.
Played at Ohio State, from Columbus all of his life, loves Ohio, coaches now at Cincinnati.
Skyline Chili.
42-21 in college. I'm just going to
45.
45-21. I am just going to say this. I know people like this guy. I know he's a hot name. I don't think it's going to fit at LSU. I don't think it's going to be exciting enough for LSU fans. I think he's a smart guy. I think they have a really good defense. I think it's going to be boring as hell on offense. I've seen Cincinnati play. I used to bet Cincinnati football like crazy over the last 2 years because they would usually cover. But it was like run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, run the ball, and it worked against MAC teams. I don't think that system is going to work against SEC teams, and I don't know if he's going to change his system. To be honest with you, I don't know who he's going to bring over here.
No Yankees.
That's a problem that I have. Also, if Ohio State opens up, he's gone. Automatically gone.
Yeah,
He's
but
going to
how's-
Ohio State.
But I mean, Notre Dame's about to open up, so
If Notre Dame opens up, he's gone there too.
yeah, I think that's where he'll end up. I don't think he ends up at Ohio State just because I don't think that's going to open.
Here's some
anytime in
inside
the next couple
information.
years.
Here's some inside information. Kiffin and then Fickle are the guys that we've heard as far as calls being made. Kiffin and then Fickle. So Kiffin, you say yes, we'll negotiate, or if you say no, we're going to move on to Fickle, and try to throw some dollars at. I had heard O'Brien before, but maybe we're way early in this guy. So
There was a list that
shit, he's still got a job. All right.
Y'all gotta get me by Kentucky first. Golly.
Jordy Collada gave a list from Ross Dellinger.
Yeah, Ross
Um,
Dellinger. I heard him this morning.
The first name on that list was Jimbo.
There's no fucking way.
Jimbo, yeah.
No fucking way.
Nope.
Why is there no way?
There's
What-
Jimbo would rather be at LSU.
What's he like?
I
I
think
don't see what he's gaining coming over here.
his value is depleted now, right?
How?
Like-
Because he lost 2 games this year?
Like, what has he done at Texas A&M?
Well, they went 10-1 last year.
He got re-signed.
I mean, COVID year. Like, I mean,
Yeah, but
seriously.
he went 10-1 last year. I mean, he had a 1-loss season.
They lost the
Wait,
only-
what'd you say, Jude?
Jude, you don't have a mic.
I took it back.
I don't know.
They lost to the only team they played. Jude says they lost the only team they
Well,
played.
that is true. They had a weak gas schedule
They did.
last year.
They did.
I mean, you saw them against LSU. They couldn't do anything on offense.
Sure.
If
Okay,
Lane
but
Kiffin can get a
This
defensive
is an
coordinator,
offensive coordinator. This is an offensive coach. Like our offensive coordinator. The same offensive coordinator, mind you, that had Jamarcus Russell, Dwayne Bowe, Early Doucette, Craig Davis. We had Justin Vincent. We had we had Jacob Hester. We had Keelan Williams, and he scored 7 points against Auburn. This is the same coach that was
Yeah, you
very
damn right he
conservative.
did.
Yeah, but that's when actually 3 points. We lost 7-3 that game. I
welcome.
apologize. So,
Okay, but I don't care what he did in 2006. I just don't.
I
Yeah,
don't. I don't think Jimbo makes this move. This is a lateral move for Jimbo.
That's
Like,
what I'm
why would
saying.
he leave what he's done in Texas A&M and be like, "Oh, sorry, y'all built me a new stadium. You give me this
Yep.
new contract. I'm going to come to LSU
what's he making
now."
now? $10 million a year?
A shitload.
But I
10
don't-
million. 10 million. I mean, we're not paying him that. We're going to pay him 8 most.
That's what I'm saying.
He's not
I
making-
agree with
he's not
Sam
making
here that
10.
it's a lateral move. He's not. There's
What-
there's not a huge like
There's no reason.
advantage or reason
Yeah.
for him to come to LSU.
Unless
He's-
he
he-
sabotages A&M's. Like,
I
yeah,
mean,
get
he's
one
trying.
win a
He's
year.
trying to build something in College Station.
Right.
There's really no reason for him
9
to come
million.
to Baton Rouge.
He's making $9 million a year.
$9 million a year.
There's no way that we'll pay him that.
No, probably not.
You shouldn't
And
pay him that.
he won't take it.
He's 60.
And if we can offer $8 million a year, we can.
He doesn't shave either. Jude says. So do you want bald? No, not bald. Head of hair but clean shaven. Okay.
Let's see
Okay.
how. Let's see how.
Are you
old
talking
he
about
is.
what I got right now, Gene?
Sam's
All
got that West Virginia beard going.
Yeah, that's right.
He's 55. 55.
Jimbo.
So
Jimbo coming to LSU doesn't make sense to me. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
it did when we should have fired Les Miles.
Agreed.
But I think
Agreed.
the time passed on that.
Yep.
I think he would have done well here.
Guys,
But I think that ship has sailed.
okay, what about, I know we got all these names, right? The names that everybody wants to talk about. Okay, I'm going to throw one out there. I don't even know this dude's name, but he's the head coach at Coastal Carolina right now.
Oh, Chadwell.
Chadwell,
Or
whatever.
Jamie Chadwell.
Jamie Chadwell? No, we're poo-pooing that.
That's a low tier school.
Yeah, boo.
Have you seen that offense?
Yeah, but they
Don't
covered
care.
against Kansas. They covered against
Will he
Kansas
be?
by half a point.
I think it'd be okay. I don't know. Y'all hate.
Yeah.
I like that. I would like that hire. I feel like y'all need to go out of the box. Like go
I
do
hate-
something different.
I hate that hire with all my
Yeah,
life.
yeah.
Like there's
I like
nobody
that.
on this list besides James Franklin. I guess Kiffin.
Dude,
Kiffin, if you can get the coordinator.
The first three
the
on this
defensive
list
coordinator.
would make me hard.
The first what?
The first three on this list would make me hard.
Yeah, I could lie to
Okay.
myself
Yep.
for sure.
Agreed.
all three of them.
Okay, so let's move
The
on to the
first four,
last
actually.
one. So Luke Fickell, I just don't think that. I don't think it's going to be a fit. And then even if he is, I think he's going to move to. I think that's where his home is like Notre Dame, Midwest.
Oh, he's
Ohio
going to be
State.
shocked from moving from Ohio to Baton Rouge. He's not going to be able to breathe in July.
No, he's a
Yeah,
he's a
and-
Bush Light guy.
And
It's
you
going to be
know,
rough.
like I mean, have you seen them play like offensively? That to me, that's what doesn't fit. Like the offense doesn't fit. Yeah, we got Fred's Cam is in the house. Fred's Cam, we appreciate Fred's for all their support. Fred's, we all know Fred's. So
Fred's
Fred's
does the fucking,
we all know they
obviously.
do.
This is such a.
So we appreciate those guys. We got a couple of Dos Equis happening right now.
For those of you who do not know, Fred's is no longer just a bar.
No,
Fred's is a concert venue.
that is an event site.
It is where shit goes down.
Oh, that outside area was awesome with the
Dude,
tents and all
it's-
that.
Oh,
Fre-
for sure.
Fred's
They're
is
also
not.
content
It's not.
creators.
It's
Dude.
not. It's not only for college students anymore. I went out there a couple weekends ago. I was seeing people from 18 to
Dude,
however,
Dude, it's pretty
50
much-
years old.
It's really
like,
always been that way too. It's
dude,
always
it's a
the
concert
best,
venue.
Like,
picking
if you're
up
coming back to Tigerland, like when you're older, and it's like that's the place that everybody goes.
Yes.
Yes.
So picking up liquor a couple weeks ago, we were picking up before tailgate.
For the one
all
team,
the-
one tailgate.
Yeah, one team. What's so good? All of the bartenders were there at like noon, and they were like re-drilling all of the
Right.
patio furniture and all that kind of stuff. And I'm like, man, you guys are like hustling, right? And they're like, yeah, we have a big night tonight. They were out there the entire. I'm sure they went home, changed, then came back.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, that's a
They
That's a
grind.
real job.
They
That's a
grind.
real job.
That's how it was whenever we picked it up for the Auburn game. There was people there, there was 35, 40 people there. They were, had screwdrivers, hammers in hand.
Yeah.
It's a family.
Dude, they really are.
One Fred's, one family.
They care about their customers and what they experience. So
I had a great time.
huge shout out to Fred's. They're doing good stuff over there.
Wait, Sam, you went to Fred's on Saturday?
No.
Oh.
On a Saturday.
Okay, gotcha.
Fred's Cam.
Sam went to Penthouse last Saturday.
What's up?
Proud of you.
Shout out Cinnamon.
Shout out Chastity.
Hey.
Speaking
Chastity.
all right, let's go back to
Go
coach's list.
Go back to coach's list. I
We're
gotta
on-
finish this out.
We got
Matt
one more.
Campbell. Oh, Iowa State. Matt Campbell.
No way.
Nope.
Not interested.
The guy has 5 kids. Like
Yep.
they're all they've grown up in Ames.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to leave.
Now, your first thought was he has 5 kids? No.
Yeah, I think after this.
well,
Jake-
his
this-
family is cemented in.
after this Jake Peets thing, I think if you have more than 3 kids, like you're just
It-
you're not gonna do well.
You're not
If
going to
you
do
go-
well at a
She
high
went-
position.
yeah, we need you in the
you
film
can
room.
you can be like a position coach. You do a real good job there.
we need you in the
but-
film room and not at the
Coordinator, head coach, no,
not
the
like
thing-
feeding
that's too
your
much.
kids in the morning. You can't do that.
Right.
no.
The
Yeah.
thing
There's
I'm
too much
saying,
on your plate.
Look, if
Literally.
if you have 6 kids and they're all like
I'm getting
over
this
the
out.
age of
I'm getting
10,
this out.
if they're all like over the age of 10, I'm cool. You don't have to.
Right.
You're not on diaper duty for like 4 kids.
Yeah.
That's
They're getting past their formative years.
right.
You
Exactly.
can put them on the back burner
But
and be
they'll-
like, how are we going to beat Arkansas?
But the exactly.
Yeah.
But the worry there is if you have 6 kids that are over the age of 10, that means you're probably pretty old.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
Unless you were pumping some out when you were in high school.
If you go 9-3
Which I don't
at
want
Iowa
you to be our head coach
State,
either.
you're fine. They're happy. They're thrilled if you go 9-3 at Iowa State.
yes, absolutely.
So and they're paying them like what $3 million. They gave him a raise. Like the guy's getting like I didn't do my research, but the guy's getting paid. He's getting enough money. Like I don't think he's gonna want to leave. Like he's gonna come down here and be like, you better win a national championship in 4 years, asshole, or you and your family you're out. Like
Yeah.
it's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
He wants to stay there.
That's
I think-
why I think it's going to be Kiffin. That's my personal opinion. I think it's gonna be
I
Kiffin.
do think it's going to be Kiffin as well.
Look,
and
so-
so let me go back to Aranda. A couple of thoughts
Yes.
on Aranda.
Give me
Okay.
some because I like Aranda.
That's
and, like,
Sam's
I
guy.
like
the
Aranda
LSU
too.
fan base seems like they're don't really like him.
No, I like
Okay.
Aranda. I think he's a really, really good backup option. And I'm not saying that in like a sarcastic way. Like I think some of the guys ahead of him are definitely more proven, and I think that's a big deal.
I will say, okay,
He's your
you
value
got,
guy.
you got it.
Yeah, I think it's a great value.
Yeah. So
Walmart.
another something to think about with Aranda. First of all, Aranda decided that Christian Harris couldn't play linebacker in the SEC, and that's why he's at Alabama. So put that in your pipe a little bit.
Okay. He
Okay.
also got Devin White and Patrick Queen.
I got it. Also, if Aranda is hired, look for Pete Golden to be in Baton Rouge as well.
No,
Pete Golden.
that's the head coach.
Golding.
That's the
At
defensive
Alabama.
coordinator at Alabama.
Okay.
No,
DC at Alabama.
No,
he
no,
would keep
no.
Durante around. That's his guy. Wouldn't he? Don't you think?
So
No.
let me just ask
Is
this:
that crazy?
Is there any way,
I'm just
in y'all's opinion, that
Reading you.
if Ed
It's
if
a
and when
text.
Ed gets fired, Durante sticks around? Is there a path for that to happen in any hypothetical?
Dude, I think Durante's getting a real shit deal here.
he is.
Dude, I
you know
agree.
what?
Why
Yeah,
is he
Like our
automatically?
defense looks pretty
Well,
fucking stellar.
He does,
Yeah.
and here's the problem though: is that it took guys like Durante and it took guys like Jake Peets to take these jobs. Nobody else wanted to take these jobs. They are the ones that had to take the risk to take these jobs, and here's the risk. The risk is that Coach O is fucking idiot, and honestly, he's going to get canned, and they're probably going to
Clean house. Yeah.
wipe the floor.
Yeah.
And they're going to be the ones that are sacrificed, unfortunately. I mean, it's a terrible situation, but this is what happens when you take that job. And this is why guys like Marcus Freeman weren't going to take the job.
Mhm.
They were just like, you got to be serious. Like, come on, give me a break. Like I said the other day, he'd rather go coach for a guy who killed somebody in a tower.
Well, you said earlier you want to hire DJ Durkin, so you're not innocent here.
DJ Durkin. All right, have you read that situation?
No.
Okay.
I don't even know what happened.
At Maryland.
What's the
He-
scuttle?
He was the head coach of Maryland. The guy
ran that
died.
kid. Yeah.
He's the one he was the fall guy. DJ Durkin got a bad rap there. If you look into it a little bit more, but it's a shit situation, obviously. But he'll never be a head coach again. So he's going to be a defensive coordinator.
Summarize the bad rep. 10 seconds.
It was on the strength and conditioning coach, and he ended up taking the fall for what happened with the strength and conditioning coach.
Did he hire the strength and conditioning?
He did,
Okay, well then fuck that guy.
and he got fired. The strength and conditioning coach obviously got fired, but DJ Durkin ended up taking a bad rep.
Listen, if LSU's defense starts tackling the way that Ole Miss is, then I'm good. That's cool with me.
All right, we're gonna get.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like the same thing as I don't care if Coach O is banging every girl in fucking Louisiana.
He is.
Which he is.
Sorry, Summer.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
hey.
Good night, Irene.
I had to say. All right,
You did not have to say
can I
that.
say y'all's girlfriends' names then too?
No,
I don't have a girlfriend.
No,
I'm
no.
single, so.
Oh, you did the last time I saw you outside of.
Yeah,
the
breaking news.
Goodness, Jude, you're
Hey.
just killing us
Hey,
right now.
hey,
wanna-
why do you think he's single now? Coach O's been all up in that.
No.
Oh no!
He's single. As soon as he said, "I think
soon.
Joe Brady
It's
would
too
be a
soon.
great hire," she was like, "Yeah, it's over. I'm taking all the financial assets."
Okay,
All right.
Did
Let's.
I?
All right.
5 minute timeout.
Yeah. So I guess I'll.
All right, let's
first,
get us off the coaching board here. How
long time
about that?
listener, first time caller here.
Okay.
My first question is: does Brad Davis? I assume Corey Raymond's going to stay because he's grandfathered.
I think he's the best cornerback coach in the country. Yes.
And then does Brad Davis stay as the offensive line coach?
No.
And then
It depends on the system, man. Like I think if Lane Kiffin comes in and he has a different system than what Brad Davis is wanting to run, then he's probably gone too. Which is another shit situation, right? Brad Davis just came from Arkansas. That's doing fantastic right now under Pittman.
Yeah.
And
Well, I think
leaving that
it's-
situation and going to here where, like, say they clean house, he's out of a job. Like, dude, that was terrible, right?
Then,
Yeah, but I think that's pretty clear that, it was Sam Pittman that was running that offensive line. And
Absolutely. No.
then it was making Brad Davis look good.
I'm just talking about job security situations here. Like
Yeah, I guess
he
so.
took a risk going to LSU. He could still be at Arkansas doing his thing.
Yeah, I don't know why he
like,
came here.
Tough.
I don't know why.
Tough. He
came
got
here.
sold a bill of goods.
Yeah.
Is what happened.
Going back to Jake Peets though, I think once his kids all grow up, if he stops having kids, I think
Then his offense will be better.
I think he's going to be able to lock in. I think we'll start warping.
Because I mean, you think
If he
is
stops,
that
if he
was
stop- hold on.
Okay.
I got a good line.
All right.
If he stops warping with his wife, I think Max Johnson will start warping on the field.
So you're saying he can only warp one at a time?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can't warp both ways.
You can't warp.
You
can't-
Warp is a one-way street.
It is.
It's just warping straight ahead.
Yes.
So you're either warping in the bedroom or warping on the field.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Dog.
I think everyone gets the point now.
Yes.
He needs to stop having sex
We can talk about Kentucky.
unprotected.
Before we get
we need a
before we get
condom
before we get into
sponsorship.
Kentucky.
All right.
Okay.
Are we going to Kentucky?
I'm down. You want to go?
Dude,
I thought you weren't going to go.
well, we have tickets.
I
have
know,
to-
Snap,
but
snap,
I was
snap.
told y'all weren't going just like an hour
Yeah,
ago.
like during the show.
Yeah.
I think we should go.
Dude, but
Hey, comment in the chat if you think we should go. We have 2 tickets.
have-
We don't
yeah.
have a hotel yet. We don't know how we're going to get there.
we can
Like there's anything
I do have a pickup truck, so we can like just get the tickets and like just snuggle under starlight.
Yep.
Let us know in the chat what you guys think. Should
all
we
right.
Any
go.
ideas if y'all have them?
Yeah,
shoot 'em
please.
Well,
Like a
I
hot-
can give you the ideas.
Oh, go ahead.
Of going to Kentucky.
Yeah.
All right, you go there tomorrow.
Low budget.
Oh, I can't do that.
He's
I
gonna
don't
say,
have it
go
for
there
you.
tomorrow. Go to the horse race.
I'll try to give you some money as much as I can. Go to
We'll
Woodford.
take what we can get.
You got to go to Woodford Distillery, get a tour,
I do want a bourbon flight.
and you got to go do the bourbon tour at Woodford. And it's probably you okay there, Sam? You he took a
Ladies and
took a
gentlemen,
big hit. He took a
Sam
big hit over
Sam
there.
just ripped a fat one, and he is choking up like a white basketball.
Was that 5 minutes?
Oh, God.
Was that 5 minutes?
Yeah, maybe. All right, so go to Woodford, go do the bourbon tour,
Chat.
and then Friday, if y'all can go to Keeneland, and you can go to the cheap seats at Keeneland. I don't know how. I still don't know
How
much
much
it
you
costs.
think? How much? Like if you had to guess.
I don't know.
So we got three
And you
to
don't-
three
Don't
to
be
nothing.
cowards.
3-0 here. Yes, go. Don't be cowards, and then
Go.
go.
I need to
GAUX.
start asking permission to give the microphone.
All right.
to
How about this?
Yeah.
I think
you do.
yeah.
Yeah, like
Andrew
Oh.
Martin.
go back and listen.
Elaborate.
Don't be cowards.
You insulted
Elaborate.
all of our wives, girlfriends, and ex-girlfriends.
Andrew, I want you to elaborate why we should go.
Yes. So
This is all on you.
I think you can't. So the one time that I went to Keeneland, I sat up in like the Richie Rich section. They were looking at
Ooh.
me and they were like, "Who the fuck are you?" Like
Yeah.
those guys. They were like doing deals and it's like mahogany everywhere. Well, you can go down to where the degenerates are and like
That's
have
where I wanna be.
a good time, and you would fit in great, William.
Thanks, man. I might wear my hockey jersey.
How would I do?
Not good.
No.
Not good. No, that's where I went down. I went down to that section and they were like, they're looking at this horse and this guy. I swear to God, he goes, "You see his ankles? Those are the kind of ankles that are going to win this race right here. That's why I'm picking this guy." And he was talking to another guy,
horse
and I was
won?
like, circled, won the
I-
fucking race.
That's crazy because I actually said that exact same line at Fred's last weekend. It was a great night.
Yeah, fat
Yeah.
ankles. Fat ankles are always going to win.
Yeah,
Yeah, LSU had a couple of fat angles after that game on Saturday night, didn't they?
yeah. Take his mic.
Fucking getting Bo Nix fucking dicing y'all up.
I mean,
Thank you.
you turn them down a little bit, dude. There you go. All right, so
Wait, so-
Andrew's got
yeah.
something else in the chat
What we got,
here.
Andrew?
So, season ain't over. Plus, how often we go to Lexington? Take it while you got it. I
Yeah.
agree. I agree.
Yeah,
you don't
I
get to
mean,
go there very often,
That's
so
a really good point.
it's a great place. I love Lexington.
When I
that was one of the
said-
best
Hey, I
little
took off-
vacations
I
I've
took
ever
off
taken.
work for Friday, and I think I'm like because of Lexington, and I'm pretty sure I'm just not going to go.
Okay.
I hope my boss isn't watching, but
They're not.
When I said that
Guaranteed.
that y'all want to talk about Kentucky, I wasn't going to talk about y'all's like trip to Kentucky. I was going
No,
to talk about
yeah.
a Kentucky game,
No,
but
they-
y'all
no,
seem y'all seem to be avoiding this
way-
LSU
No,
game
I
on
just-
Saturday.
I was just we were just
I'm
feeling
way
we were
more
We're
just
not
feeling
going to
it
win
out.
the
trip.
game.
I'm way more interested in the trip.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, okay. So that's fair. As long as you
Yeah.
admit it.
So
You say Kentucky, we were like, okay, bourbon flights and horse
Yeah,
races.
y'all are talking vacation. I'm trying to talk football. Y'all over here talking vacation.
Right.
Only way that we win this game, in my opinion, is that we have some big plays offensively, 1-on-1s that we win, and it's like another bluegrass miracle. Okay, Josh. Easy
Josh.
now.
Okay,
easy.
miracles don't happen.
Hey,
Um,
Butte broke
you
us a
go
couple
easy on the
times.
bourbon,
Like I
okay.
said, what Butte picked up, 99 yards or 1,000,000 yards in the first drive. Like,
He should have had another 100 plus. So I mean, we just don't give him the ball enough. I mean, is that
I'd
what you
hand the
think?
ball off to him.
If we're passing, it should go to 1 or 80.
Who, to Butte?
Yeah.
I mean, he
Jack
12
Bash had a
catches.
great game.
I mean,
Jack
he's
Bash
a
looks
problem.
fantastic.
He's
Yeah.
a problem.
Big time mock
Jack
state.
Bash
Oh.
is.
Jack Bash looks
Bash
so
from Louisiana.
good.
Guys, if you guys want a good T-shirt, I'm telling you, I got some of these T-shirts. I got a lot of T-shirts.
Yeah, we got
Bash from
we
Louisiana.
got large and extra large, right?
Larges and extra
that's all we
larges.
got
So we need to pump these guys out.
Right.
So
No, but they're high quality shirts.
they're good.
They're good print on them. They're not gonna like fade away or anything.
Oh,
It's
No, yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
It
they
is
came out. They came out.
They
amazing.
came out really
That's
good.
our Fred supplier. So they're good.
Oh,
Email
yeah.
us at oneteam1podcast@gmail.com. We take Venmo. We'll even bring it to your door.
Yeah.
If you're in Baton Rouge
If you're in Baton Rouge
or Lexington.
And if
Or
Williams here.
Yeah.
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 So, are y'all gonna go? Are y'all gonna go and
We're
do the
going.
bourbon tour
We're going.
and then just?
we're gonna
I saw
discuss.
a motel today. It's like $60 a night. So
Yeah, Jack
you know
texted
what?
me. He goes, dude, I found a great motel. I was
Say
like,
There's
great
no like
motel. I said I found a really fucking cheap place to stay. That's
there's
all I
no
said.
B&Bs you can stay at or anything like that.
there's
not,
like
not that we can
two-
afford.
There's like
Okay.
2 B&Bs in our budget in Lexington, and they're like
that's like an extra room in my house or something like
Yeah.
that, which I'm not doing.
they're like behind the Fred's camp. So, but it's I don't know.
There's
Maybe a motel.
Something else about
I think it's the only
Lexington
thing
is
we
they
can
have
do.
it's kind of like our Total Wines here, but it's called Liquor Barn. And Liquor Barn it's literally what it says. It's like a grocery store just full of liquor. And they have 4
right up my
aisles
alley.
that are like Albertsons going like all the way down the aisle that are just full of bourbon. Any bourbon you want from anywhere in the country. And it's like Blanton's back to back to back to back to back to back. Whatever you want. Pappy's like crazy. It's a sight to be seen. So that's another little thing to do in Lexington, but just grab you a whole bunch of bourbon that you can't find anywhere else in the country. You can find it in Lexington.
Let's say it's like
great place.
Saturday. Like, let's say it just happens to be a
The
Saturday.
day of the game.
around like 6:15. Then what? Then tell me about what to do in Lexington, Matt.
Where you're gonna go tailgate and you're gonna find some hot chicks and you're gonna video them.
I want you guys to tell me about this football game
All
you
right,
have on
so
Saturday.
Okay,
Sam,
so, all right.
I
Well,
got it,
so
I got it,
anyway,
I got it.
He's dying. He's dying.
So I think Darius Days is about to have a really good season.
No, but Sam, to get to your question, 6:15 Saturday in Lexington, this coming Saturday. Well, I think if we go, obviously there's a football game coming up. We're going to be walking into the stadium. What I'm going to be doing, I'm probably going to tell Jack to do the same thing. Is
Yeah.
we're just going to be looking at ankles. And we're going to be
Ankle
looking-
season.
It's ankle season. We're going to be trying to find
We're gonna
which
take
ones
it.
which ones are going to win this race.
I'm going to take those ankles.
Yeah,
And you know who's gonna win the race? Looking at the ankles, Dari Rosenthal.
Bodens.
Those are the ankles that are going to win the race.
You think so?
Dari Rosenthal is going to hammer our defensive line. Unfortunately,
You think so?
I do.
Why do you think that?
I think their offensive line is fantastic, and he completes it, like automatically completes it.
Nice joke, Matt.
He's going to be smoking the doobies, is what. Jude said.
They asked him the other day why he thought that Kentucky was a good fit for him, and he said something
Their
about
academics.
like family or something like that. And I was like, bullshit, bro. It's because their compliance department is chill as fuck. I'm
That's right.
sure.
That's right. Also,
Same reason Kelvin Joseph went over there.
their defensive line is for real. Auburn's defensive line isn't that good this year, right?
No, we don't really have that playmaker. We don't have that stopper, really.
So-
we have like solid.
no, yeah,
man.
Auburn
I think-
sucks.
I think Kentucky's.
I mean, we're okay.
I think.
we're better than you
I
guys.
think. I think Kentucky's defensive line is better than Auburn's defensive
Auburn
line.
Kentucky can run the ball and stop the run, and you guys can't run the ball nor stop the run.
Yeah, that's why.
So,
that's why I think it's not a good
No,
fit.
we shut down Tank Bixby.
No,
Yeah.
That was like
we'll-
my biggest takeaway from the game. is we
Yeah,
shut down
right.
Tank.
Yeah, fuck you, Tank.
I think he's hurt. I don't know. It's weird. Jarquez Hunter came
Oh,
to the
yeah,
fucking
now he's hurt.
business.
Now
So I
he's
told
hurt.
you last
Oh,
week,
now he's
when
hurt.
Hunter
motherfuckers.
came in,
I told you number 27's about to run on your ass. What do you do?
Yeah, I agreed with you.
So I'm saying.
no,
Talk
he-
about Kentucky. Talk
he-
about Kentucky.
No, he
His guy's a home run
Hunter
hitter.
came in. We were tired. He came in, and just blew us over.
Yeah, no,
Like
I mean,
that
he's-
was like, oh shit, fresh back coming in here and just owned us.
You got to load the box. So, we beat y'all in a ton of motion. Like, y'all have to put 4 down linemen. I mean, I'd say relieve the corners on an island.
Oh, the
Obviously,
problem's
Stingley's
gonna be-
out, but whatever.
The problem's going to be they're going to go in motion as well, and they're going to have Wandale Robinson, and that guy's a problem. I remember when he got he was recruited out of high school to Nebraska, went to Nebraska, transferred to Kentucky, but he was one of him and Emory were like top 1 and 2 backs in the country coming out of high school. So now he's at Kentucky, Wandale Robinson. He runs he's like a running back slot position kind of situation.
like
so
Cordarrelle Patterson,
kind of
or
like
whatever,
that, yeah. So he'll get the ball in some runs, but he also gets the ball out
except
of
he's
the
not
backfield.
6'4" like Cordell Patterson.
Exactly, right. So I think that's going to be a problem.
But we have Emory, so like that's good.
Oh
right?
yeah, that's great. That's great that he's sitting right there where he is.
Yeah.
Everything's
Another thing
great.
that I'm kind of hopeful for this Kentucky game, and it's not, quote unquote hopeful, but you look at the game and Bo Nix had to have a career game pretty much.
Yes.
Like he was, balls to the
If
wall.
it wasn't for him, then we would have won the game.
right, and
For
but
sure.
he felt like he had to have one of his best games of his career, or else he was going to get benched.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's exactly what
absolutely.
I said on Sunday.
I think
Right.
it was about that. Like you got the pressure on him, and he balled out.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you look at Kentucky, and there's none of that. There's nobody fighting for a position. They're 5-0.
You think they're going to
They're-
look ahead to
This
Georgia?
this is such a trap game for them, dude.
This is
It-
such a
Dude,
trap
I'm
game
so
for
hyped
them.
to be the trap team.
And
embrace
Kentucky's
it,
Kentucky's
baby.
a
We're the
run
trap
heavy
team.
team too. Like we're gonna talk about this on Friday on Willie Betts about this Kentucky LSU game because there's gonna be a play there for sure.
Mhm.
Um,
The total's down to
it's the-
50 now.
Yeah.
Oh
If
shit!
you
We
didn't
should
get
have
it,
taken it at
if you didn't
52.
get it at 52, like sorry, dude, it's not coming.
nah,
back
we're taking points one way or the other. You'll find that on Friday.
up. I'll still
Oh.
take the damn 50. I'll be honest.
Okay.
With you.
But you look at
Under.
Kentucky's a run heavy team. What you just said their running back's name?
Wandale Robinson.
Wandale
Wan-
Robinson,
yeah.
but they also have Smoke
Ben Snell.
Cavassier.
It is
Smoke
yes, there is
Cavassier.
because there's Smoke Monday and there's Cavassier Smoke. 'cause
Cavassier
Cavassier,
Smoke.
yeah.
Sorry.
they're on
Yeah.
the all name team.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cavassier Smoke is fantastic.
So
That
I
is-
just feel like if we can
That
shut
is
down
an
the
elite
run,
name.
keep the run, under 170 yards.
I don't think that's happened. Well, yeah, maybe.
170.
That's doable.
That's
So,
that's
well,
reasonable.
Florida
I
game?
think we'll have a very good chance.
Florida
Very
game.
good chance.
They they had the
Dude, I mean,
almost
their
like kick
offense-
6. Like
Yeah,
they
They
blocked the
scored
kick.
They
They
scored 13
scored
points on offense.
exactly.
Like this
But they
isn't a
held
great
Florida
offense.
to 13.
Sure. Yeah, that's
So
great.
I think that's their defense is their strength, obviously, and
Yeah.
they run the ball and they control the clock. So it really doesn't play into our advantage.
yeah, but they
at
haven't
all.
seen our warp offense yet.
Oh, God,
Neither have we.
neither. Yeah, I mean,
But
they
dude,
keep
once-
asking. They keep
once we
asking
pull it out
Coach
this
O
week-
this every fucking week. They ask Coach O these same questions about like what happened.
He's like, oh yeah, we need to
I
warp
think
more.
we need to. I think we need to do more tempo.
Yeah, I
Like-
mean, and Matt, that's a great idea.
Yeah,
That's a great idea.
that's a
So-
great idea.
It's on me. That's what he always says.
No, it's a great idea, and maybe we should think about that. I appreciate you bringing
Yeah,
that up.
I'm getting sick of him taking blame for every loss.
Well, that not
What-
only taking blame, but then also like, yeah, I think maybe we should bring
Oh, dude, that was bad.
Ensminger
That's the catch.
out of retirement
That's
to bring
a-
into the booth and
That is a. I
That's-
understood where he was coming from there.
talk about
but,
throwing
like-
Jake Peets under the fucking bus, right?
Yeah, no, I understood where he was coming from there, but man, that was
You
a
don't say
bad-
it.
That was a bad line.
You
Yeah.
just don't say
Yeah,
it.
yep.
No,
He has no understanding
So,
of PR at all.
Can I bring up
Yeah.
a point? So
And the guy has 6 kids.
I was
Like,
You and the fucking kids. man.
Golly, you're killing Peets
I was,
tonight.
I
I'm
was
not
talking
killing
about
him. Like I feel bad for him. He's got to manage all these kids
He's got
and be an offensive coordinator.
he's got half an offense running around his fucking house.
An offensive line and a running back and no
Yeah.
quarterback.
Fuck no.
Okay, so this has been a great night. I've had a lot of fun tonight. So all right, we will be back Friday.
Wait, basketball.
Basketball? You want some basketball talk?
Let's get a little basketball
Wait,
talk.
Sam
yeah.
wants a little
you
bit.
just-
of it.
No, we
Just
got to
the
get
tip.
score predictions, boys. Y'all
Oh,
get
yeah,
off
yeah.
the fucking hook.
Whoa,
I was right
whoa,
last
whoa,
week.
whoa.
Who was right last week? This
What
motherfucker.
was your
yeah.
Wait, sit down.
What was your
Okay.
score, Sam? Why are you so drunk, by the way?
I'm not. I'm just excited. I mean, you guys
What
being
was your
sad,
score last
worried
week?
about
What was, your,
Kentucky.
what was your score?
I just Auburn winning. That's really what I just wanted to
Come
glow one more
on.
time
I know you
before we
wrote it
signed
down
off.
somewhere.
I don't have my paper. I lost it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want it. I just want to do that. I got to get score prediction from the Kentucky
right.
game.
Wait,
All right.
before
I don't
this,
have my
before
paper.
that, who is going to coach LSU next year?
Oof.
One by one, we
Oh,
have to give our
Jack-
predictions.
Jack's going first.
Who coaches LSU next
Well,
year?
we're about to go 6-1 the rest of the year, and it's going to be Coach O.
Okay.
Fucking idiot.
Is that your final answer?
No, it's not.
It's shit. Man.
You want to come back? You
Yeah,
wanna-
come back to me.
All right.
I'll go.
I
What a coward.
I'm
I didn't
think-
know we were doing this.
Well, yeah, we said that at the
I
top
told
of
you
the
we
show.
were doing this.
We said that at the top of the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy.
All right, but I'm
I'm drunk.
really about to say Lane Kiffin.
Sammy Betts is saying Lane Kiffin.
I'm saying Lane Kiffin as well.
Jude.
Here. Go.
Jude's got to switch. All right, you're still thinking Jack, right? No. Don't
Well,
say
I-
yet.
I
Don't
can't-
say yet.
I can't pick Lane Kiffin now.
Jude.
Go ahead, Jude.
So when the call and the interview happens, he's gonna say, "Listen here, Joseph Freshwater. You're looking at the guy who sat in this chair before you, and don't do some of the PR stuff, and you'll be the great head coach here. And it's gonna be Lawrence Kiffin." Or
Okay.
I don't know.
Is it Lawrence? I don't think it's Lawrence. So Lane Kiffin. So we got 4 Lane Kiffins here. All right.
Well, I was
so-
told earlier today
It's gonna
that the-
be
the-
Joe Brady.
that the first call should be, and I think whoever we call first is going to take the job because I think LSU's that awesome.
Yeah.
And I was told earlier that our first call is going to be Dabo Swinney. So
That on Twitter.
I just
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
I want the record to show that I'm predicting Lane Kiffin, but I would not be mad at a Zach Von Rosenberg hire.
Oh, Zach couldn't be with us tonight.
Well,
He's
fuck.
actually got a job right now.
yeah,
So
he's working.
Jack,
He's working.
Zach's making money,
Zach's making money, so we appreciate
but
Zach.
not near as much money as he'd be making as the LSU head coach.
I'm going to
That's
go
right.
James Franklin, man. I think it's I got a weird feeling. I mean, I know he's bald, but like I just think he's a good coach.
No
And I think-
Yanks.
I think with him, I think he's going to be the hottest name on the board.
He's
And
going
but
to
he's going to have to choose between LSU and USC and I guess Penn State.
I honestly,
Um,
you have to call James Franklin, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
yeah.
I
If
think
you're
it needs to be
Woodward, you
one of
have
your
to call
first
him, right?
3 calls, and I think it should be you should call him before you call Lane Kiffin
I
or
like it.
Bill O'Brien. I think you.
There's
What-
so much. There's so much
who do you, okay?
animosity from Houston alumni to Bill O'Brien. It's
Yeah,
like vitriol
get it.
against Bill O'Brien.
I get it.
But it's NFL to college. It's completely different.
He-
and I think that he would be a great.
He was
head
given
coach
too
here.
much power with it too.
I think he was
Being a GM and being a coach is just not. It's not the same thing.
right.
And he was a horrible GM.
I don't know how he would be with developing a staff and like recruiting and things
Yeah.
like that. I think those are the things that he's
He was
probably
good
learning.
at it at Penn State.
He's probably learning it now.
He got Christian Hackenberg over there and all that.
Right.
I mean, I
Right.
thought he did a great job at Penn State, even despite all their
mean, yeah.
scholarship limits and
Dude, get Christian
bowl
Hackenberg.
bans?
The time they got Christian
Yeah,
Hackenberg,
that was incredible.
Like, it was a
it
huge
was like
pull,
everyone was like, "Why the fuck is he going to Penn State?
Exactly.
They can't do anything."
and he wasn't great anyway. But
Yeah,
still,
sure,
anyway,
but he was like the what was he, number one quarterback? in the
yeah,
country?
number one quarterback in the country. Got him
Yeah,
over
I mean,
to
it was
Penn
a
State
it's like a huge
after
deal.
Hansy Sandusky. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, scores.
All
All
right,
right, we got to go scores. Score prediction: LSU, Kentucky. Jack, you're first because you're over there.
Okay. I'm gonna go LSU 24, Kentucky 16.
Do we have to? We have to pick LSU, right?
No,
We
no.
don't have to, but
You don't have to, but I think
I
that we're
recommend
gonna.
it.
I think we're gonna fix things this week, and I think nobody's expecting us
24
to
to
fix things.
16, right? LSU
24-16 LSU.
Okay. You, Willie B.
My score will be revealed on Friday, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time
Well done.
on Willie
Well
Betts.
done.
The tease.
Kirk-
On the tease.
Kirk's got to call the game, so he's not going to. That's what they
Kirk's
are.
calling the game.
Yeah, Kirk's got to call the game. All right,
Okay,
Jude,
me,
your score.
I think there's going to be a lot of excitement going on, and then I think eventually it'll be 34-0 University of Georgia. They're going to beat Auburn Tigers.
Oh, goodness
Jesus.
gracious. That was harsh.
Ali.
I mean, he
All
just
right.
gonna
Oh,
throw the
hey,
popcorn moment at me.
Red Wings lost.
handing
All
me
right,
the,
Sam. Go ahead.
I am going to say it is going to be. It is going to be 38 to 17 LSU. I think they put up a couple
You think we're gonna
touchdowns
beat
through
the
the
fuck
air.
out of them,
Wow.
I think they're going to hit a couple big plays.
dude? I'm telling you, Warp is going to be in action this week.
it's got to
Coach
be.
Coach O said that we're going to do it more.
And Pete, inside info here.
I got a little chubby just now, just to say.
I think LSU has potential to blow this team out. I think they do.
I know what's going on here.
I'm not trying to gas you
look,
up.
Look. Sam feels really bad about
Yep.
beating us. He
Yep.
feels bad
I
about
don't-
talking shit.
No,
And now
I
he's
don't.
like, "Hey, I think y'all are going to be great. I think
Yeah.
y'all are
I
gonna,
don't.
I think y'all
Yeah.
are going to finish the season
Yeah.
well."
That's it.
Look, I've been to away games, and I was at the 2018 Auburn game.
Yeah.
Cole Tracy, field
Sure.
goal, all that.
Yeah.
And dude, Auburn fans were so fucking sad after that game because I think the rest of y'all's season, y'all's schedule
And
was
so you
brutal.
understand the sadness.
And so I was
now.
like, y'all season is fucked.
And so
and
you
I- and
understand
everyone
the
understood
sadness.
I
And
think.
so when I was walking, every Auburn fan I saw, I was like, "Hey man,
And you
Yeah,
work
it's-
in the
it's
Baton
gonna be
Rouge
all right.
market now.
it's
So
gonna be all right, bro."
I think that Kentucky is about to get out athlete. I think Kentucky thinks they're fucking good, but when we're in reality, they're Kentucky. And I think LSU has something to prove this week. And
well, they better have something to prove
Yeah.
because they have a job on the line.
At
we
the
got a
end of the
lot
day-
to prove.
at the end of the day, it's Kentucky. And I know they beat Florida. Great. Congratulations. Have fun celebrating Monday and Tuesday. Just know on Saturday that LSU don't give a shit if you beat Florida.
Well, give me the Auburn Georgia game real quick.
Oh,
Real quick.
What do we
Just
got?
Real
all-
quick,
all you
what
got to
you
say.
think? Auburn and Georgia, Bo Nix going against that defense. here.
9-27 Georgia.
That sounds about right.
You
That sounds about
want
right.
to hear mine?
That's 3 field goals.
Listen, at 6:00 in.
37 to nothing.
Oh,
That's the exact score of the Arkansas game, right?
That was the exact
37. I didn't even know
That'd
that.
be 2 37s and
37
to
to
in a
nothing.
row.
I don't think we'll get shut out.
Do you feel like
because-
That's
is
what
that
I
Arkansas
think y'all
said.
are gonna get
I
some
feel like
field
that was.
goals. Look,
I feel like this is
guys,
targeting.
Andrews,
No. I completely understand. I'm not going to sit here and say that we
No, that
have
was
we're a
targeting.
better team than Georgia. Like
No, that was
Georgia's
targeting.
legit.
Willie,
It was targeting?
that was targeting.
Georgia's
That's
legit.
15
All
I
right,
think so.
37-3.
that was targeted.
Let me play the
Oh,
second half.
that's better. That's better.
No, I don't think it'll be like that. I mean, we're going to play our starters from the
You
fourth
know, I think,
quarter.
like,
we're playing at home.
I think
come on.
9 is. I think 9 is probably exactly how much.
Yeah,
Auburn's gonna
3
score.
Carlson field goals. He
That
probably
sounds-
goes like 3 or 4 or something.
3
Auburn-
to 6.
I mean, Georgia keeps their no touchdown streak alive.
by the
They
starting
haven't given up a
defense.
touchdown this year.
That's
No,
insane.
they
That's
gave up.
insane.
They gave up 1.
To who?
UAB.
Did they really?
Yes, they did in the fourth quarter.
Sam
Like-
just did a little.
He just,
that.
he just like DX
Yeah.
us right
So
there.
I
they
did.
probably got like the high school kids out the bleachers and suited them up and sent them out there.
I'm not saying what did or didn't happen. I'm saying UAB scored a touchdown on them. That's a fact.
All right, my score: LSU, Kentucky.
What everyone's been waiting for.
24-23 LSU.
Okay, so that means LSU's getting blown the fuck out.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're giving us a 1-point margin, that's not.
I don't like this matchup.
Yeah, but Matt's really low on us right now.
I don't
That's what
like
you
this
gotta
matchup at
realize.
all.
Yeah.
7:30 game. I remember going to like Starkville when they were like Mississippi State was undefeated and like we weren't playing well and like dude they're just gassed up for LSU. People just get gassed up for LSU and I just don't know how it's gonna go.
Yeah,
To be
what does the
honest with
chat think? Send y'all's in. What do they think? I mean, I got LSU
Yeah.
as a blowout. I mean, not a blowout. I got LSU as a close game, but some few big plays are the difference makers for LSU. A special teams play here and there because
Yeah.
they're not going to attack. They're not going to play as bad as they did against Auburn. That's what I told myself
that
weeks
close,
ago
Lynn, yes.
when we played Georgia State so shitty. Y'all literally could not tackle. Could not tackle Bo Nix. Like, you're
Dude,
not going to do that again.
We
That's going to
couldn't
be a
tackle them, and y'all still only scored 10 points in the first 3 quarters. And I'm not saying that to like shit
No, I
on Bo Nix.
understand.
I'm saying that to
No.
say like our
How many-
defense played so
how
well
many,
for missing tackles.
How many yards did UCLA run against us?
A lot. It was like 230 or some shit.
I
It
mean,
was a lot.
this
But,
team's going to
okay.
be able to run the ball better than UCLA can.
Yeah.
but okay. But
they're
our
one dimensional.
defense has
That's
come,
what it is about.
our defense has come a long
Yep.
fucking way
Yep.
since that UCLA.
I agree.
You gotta agree.
They're
with
not
that,
playing
right?
the same defense. They're not playing the same defense.
Right? I mean, do you agree with that?
I think
I do a little bit, yeah.
I think the safeties are tackling better. You know,
I don't-
linebackers
every-
are.
they're-
I mean, I
linebacker
don't
play
think
is
we played. I don't
out
think
of
we
this
played a
world better.
team like Kentucky though. It's kind of like Mississippi State. We're only going to play this team one time.
Yeah.
I don't think we played a team like Kentucky that is dominant on the line of scrimmage like they are. They really are. Offensive line and defensive line, they're better than us on both sides. I don't think we've played a team like that. Maybe UCLA, but they're probably better than UCLA.
I just thought the problem against
Absolutely.
UCLA was that they ran so much misdirection and we just weren't ready for it. We weren't prepared. And I haven't seen
I
a
don't
game.
know
I haven't
why
seen a
we
game
weren't,
since
but-
then where our defense looked unprepared.
They won't have to do misdirection against us to run the ball as many yards as
No, but I
UCLA
think
did.
the problem was that I don't think that we're going to get like so out physicaled. I don't think that's going to be a
I
problem.
don't think so either.
I just think that I think our defensive line is really good.
I don't think we're getting out physical. I will say this about this game. I think this will be a game where you really notice that Stingley is not playing.
No, I disagree with that.
Really?
I
Yeah, because
disagree with that
they
as
throw the
well.
ball like 10 times a game.
Yeah, I disagree with
I-
that too. But
I think the run game is not gonna. They're gonna have to abandon the run game at some point in this game. I think.
If they have
You-
to abandon
you
the run
saw-
game, then
you
we're going to
s-
win by 20.
Well,
No,
you
no.
you saw Durante's scheme against Mississippi State. He knows how to scheme against teams. He's going to put a scheme in. They're going to have to. They're going to have to go
Yeah.
pass the ball at some point. At some point in this game, they're going to have to pass the ball to get a first
I want to
down.
go back to something Jack just said. So you said defensive line is really good. I agree with you, but I think they're really good at pass rush. I don't think they're good at run stopping. I think they can get dominated
Is that
against
just
a good
based on
offensive line.
UCLA?
Pretty much. I saw them get blown off the ball.
I just think we're playing the right guys now at D tackle.
I mean, we got
I think we're playing Joseph Evans less, and we're playing, Mason Smith is in on every play. Jaquelin Roy's in on
We're-
almost every play.
in that case, we're gonna know first drive of the game how this game's gonna go.
Yep.
Because if we get blown off the ball in the first drive of the
well,
game,
yeah.
it's done, bro.
Which I think that was a detriment almost when the first offensive series all came out against Auburn and just sliced us up, right? It was like, oh, we can do this all game.
Yeah, I mean I
Like, you got
thought that was a tone setter.
Yeah, but yeah,
that,
stuck in almost war.
Kayshawn
War.
had like 80 yards and a touchdown on that
Immediately.
drive alone.
Right.
I don't want to talk about the Auburn game anymore. I'm done.
I know.
War
I'm
Eagle,
done
War
too.
Eagle,
I'm done
baby.
too.
I've moved on.
Yeah,
But shit, what was I going to say? What were we talking about?
D-line,
D-line.
UCLA.
Hey, quick shout out. I'm
Okay.
looking at Twitter right now, and I'm seeing the number next to our followers. It's 5000.
Hey, finally.
Oh, we got to finish our
We
drinks.
fucking
Finally.
made
We did
it,
it!
boys.
We did it, guys.
It took us 2 days to gain that one.
That's right.
I mean,
exactly.
come on.
I made like
We're
17 fake accounts.
Well,
I've
apparently
been
that's what we
just
do.
That's all we do.
That's all we do.
awesome.
We just make fake accounts. We
I
just
mean,
talk shit.
I know we have 5,000 followers now, but I think like 4,500 of those are
all fake
So,
accounts.
yeah,
They're
like,
all fake accounts.
y'all should know that. Like,
Right.
y'all should
These
know
10 people listening right now are the only 10 followers we truly have.
Exactly.
And
Yes,
we
we
just-
appreciate
yeah.
every fucking
Dude.
10 of you.
The
That's
fact
do.
that these 10 people have stuck around to the end
Yeah.
is
We love
that is fortitude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jackson would have leave an hour and a half ago, and we've only been going for an hour.
Love to see it.
Well, we appreciate all of you in the chat.
Absolutely.
So,
and
appreciate
every single
y'all,
one of our 5,000 followers.
all of you guys. So we will be back Friday.
Hold up. Hold up.
Willie
hold up,
Betts,
hold
go
up.
ahead.
I'm
Jack,
serious.
What did we lose now? What did we forget now?
I think Darius Days is about to have a hell of a season.
Dude, okay, let's talk
Okay.
about this real quick. I'm with you, Jack. I think they run Darius Days at
Well,
3.
I'm
that's
with you too.
Did you?
Wait,
You must have watched the Sunday show. You said like 5
This wasn't
things that I
Sunday.
said on Sunday.
was this Sunday that we were talking about this?
Yes. Yes.
No, Darius stays at the 3.
Uh-huh.
You run, dude. First of all, this is the deepest LSU team Will Wade's had in his tenure.
Yes.
Mhm.
And the only part of me that's not putting $1,000 on LSU to win it all is that the SEC is so deep.
Yeah, I agree.
Like there's so many quality SEC teams.
Tell me about some of them.
Arkansas first.
So Arkansas. Well,
No, they're-
Alabama seems to be recruiting very they got the number 1 point guard in the country like 2 or 3 days ago. I forgot his name.
That's for next year, though, right?
Yeah. But I'm just saying that Alabama's recruiting basketball as well as they're recruiting football.
So, Alabama, Kentucky, Arkansas, Auburn is actually going to be way better next year.
Florida looks really.
I mean, Mike
really
White's
good.
just a great coach.
Yeah.
So there's 5 teams right there, and then LSU. So there's 6 total that are going to compete for the SEC championship, which is.
And we didn't even mention Tennessee.
No, we haven't.
I just don't see a drop off really at any point.
No,
I don't.
I could see a team winning the SEC with 8 losses and still being a 2 or 3 seed.
So you remember that 2009 regular season LSU? I don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
won the
8
SEC
losses.
Yep.
8 losses.
But
They
ended up being the 8 seed.
Yeah,
Yep.
8 seed, and they had to face
We
North
won
Carolina
the.
second round.
We won the.
Yeah, but that was because
tournament.
the SEC was shit.
But yes,
no, we
but-
didn't win the tournament. We
won the regular
we
season.
won the regular
Yeah,
season, lost to Mississippi State in the tournament.
Yeah.
Right. So, but in this year, if they did the same thing, is probably what you're saying is that you'd be a 2 or 3 seed.
Yeah,
because
for
the
sure.
SEC is so strong this year.
No,
I mean, the
their
SEC
RPI is
just
gonna
keeps
be
getting better
great.
and better.
It
Right.
does, and I mean, I could easily see 7, 8, 9 SEC teams
Think
in the
Yes, I could see
tournament.
Think about how many good coaches there are in the SEC.
Oh,
You know,
it's
like,
it.
Even
they-
the
there
bad
was a
teams have good
financial.
coaches.
There was a financial switch.
Yeah,
It was around that time. So
From
yeah,
baseball,
Trent Johnson.
yeah.
The financial switch where they just all of a sudden everybody started getting really good coaches in.
Uh-huh.
Even Texas A&M, they have
Dude, they
Buzz
have-
Williams.
Yeah,
Like,
dude, Buzz is
love-
a great coach.
I love Buzz. You know why? Because he sweats a lot like me.
there
Yes,
you go,
sir.
Jude.
There you go.
He
Amen.
always is wearing his suspenders too.
Oh yeah.
Suspender guy.
He's bald though.
Oh, Jude.
Jude,
God.
Going
You don't like
against your
bald guys.
religion over
Still
there.
relate
I
to
thought you
me.
hated bald guys.
God,
Yeah,
Lee.
that's all.
No, I don't-
Okay, so
That's
Jude,
all brand,
Jude,
Jude.
only likes bald guys
Hypocrite.
if they're sweaty, like him.
No,
Yes.
I don't
Jude-
want them out the football field because they're gonna be red on the top, and that's just color like Alabama. And no,
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
God damn it, Jude.
God,
it was a
wow,
great
Lord.
show. We'll see you later.
Yeah.
I am looking forward to basketball
Oh, me too.
for sure. So,
Okay, so like someone asked me this earlier because I put out that like my 12 deep, like what I thought it would be, and I've changed it a little bit. I think, but all I've done is I switched Brandon Murray to be a little higher. But someone asked like, how deep do you actually think that we're going to be this year? Like, 'cause
10, 11, I think.
I don't think so.
You don't
I
think
think
so?
I think the
Grand
deepest.
Canyon deep.
I think the deepest Will Wade's going to go is 9
Okay,
because we've had
typically
deep
that's what he
teams
does.
before.
That's typically how he.
We've
how
had
he,
deep teams before that he only was comfortable going down to like 8.
Yeah, right.
I'll say this: we have the talent for 10, 11. I think
agree.
I think Will Wade's. You're right.
I think it's 9. I think it's going to be 9.
I
What
agree
do-
with you.
What do you guys?
But
I just
I'm
want-
not saying
I
that's
just-
talent based though. You
like,
know what I mean?
I agree.
Yeah, I
totally
want
agree.
like that 9th, maybe 10th guy. All it is like 2 to 1 minutes a game, just to kind of like fill, maybe get a foul, whatever you want to do. But it's going to allow you that depth to run more press.
Mhm.
I think that's what Will really wants to do is run more press, and he's never had exactly warp
Yeah.
warp for
Sam
basketball.
just
Hey,
said-
Will Wade, no kids.
no
No
kids.
kids.
Will
No,
Wade.
I thought-
That's
think
huge.
He has a
Huge.
wife. I
Fantastic.
think he has a child.
Does
Yeah.
he have a child?
Yes, he's
oh,
done.
shit.
No one
We're
knows.
fucked.
He may have kids somewhere.
He lives.
We don't know.
No, he has a kid.
I will
Does he
say
have-
this:
I didn't know he was married.
I used to see Will Wade on a weekly basis. You should talk to Will Wade on a weekly basis. At my old job,
He tips really well.
he tips like he's never tipped me a penny. Came
No, it's the
Expose
it was just-
him.
yeah.
Expose him.
We're not- hey, Will Wade, great guy, love him, very, very, very good guy. He left a few dollars a couple times, but nothing crazy. He seems like the guy with no kids, no wife, and his life is LSU basketball.
I don't think he has a wife. Is he married? In the chat, who
Will
he
Wade? Yeah, Will Wade
Oh,
is
he-
married. Yes.
Mart
he had a
Mart
4-year-old.
Bingo had a
He's a 4-year-old.
Matt Bingo. is what
Okay.
it is.
Matt Bingo.
Bingo on. I'm thinking he means by running 9 guys and pressing more, maybe two a couple minutes a game here and there. That's what I wanted out of Josh Gray last year.
I don't know if this is
There's
like
a picture of his wife and child on the Advocate.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Can we see it?
What? How old is the child?
It might be old, but
He looks pretty young right there.
Yeah, he looks young.
No,
right there.
he's too busy. He's too busy warping.
Yeah.
Child's four now.
he is married and has one
Okay,
child.
if the kid's
Len.
4, then that tells me that like he's
How
probably.
old is the child, Lynn? We need to know exactly.
Is his wife pregnant? Okay, so if the kid's 4, he doesn't have another
Depending
one.
on the age of the child,
probably
they'll
done
determine
having
wins or
kids.
losses.
She's 4.
The kid's 4 now. The kid's probably potty trained now.
Lynn, let me know what star sign. I have a feeling it's a Libra. Let me know what star sign his kid is. Because that's huge
We're
on the
actually
whole
putting
warp
up
deal.
a prop bet on Willie Betts. It's what star sign is Will Wade's child?
That kid. So listen, that kid is now going to school. No more diapers.
Right.
That's huge.
I think this team's about to take a big step.
That's huge. That's huge.
A big step.
I agree with you. That's huge.
Okay,
Will
but going
Wade
back
is an
to
empty
about
nester.
the pressing. I don't know. Just thinking about it off the top of my head, I don't know how much this team is like a press team.
Len, are you friends?
Yeah,
with Coach?
Personnel wise, I think this is probably the biggest team he's had actually.
I think that too.
Especially if you have Darius Days at the 3.
I just thought
Easily
that
the biggest team he's had.
I think the biggest team. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Like most size.
I think that he wanted to be a press team, though.
I agree,
I thought
but,
that was what
I would
style
think,
was coming
I
out
would
of VCU.
think, though, that if he wanted to be a press team, it would be with a guard-heavy lineup.
I just thought
this is not a guard-heavy lineup.
Well, I just thought he
at
never. I thought he never had the depth to do it.
I agree. I think if you're
rim protection.
I think depth
if you're
was also
if you're
a
going to
problem.
run a press heavy team, you got to have at least 8 guys. At least 8 guys, because you run a press, after 4, 5, 6 buckets, you're tight. Your legs are tired on defense. You can't defend
and rim protection. So I think even when he was deep with like Darius Days, Emmett Williams, guys like that, like he never had a guy that was like big enough, like a Nas Reed or Cavell to like do that. In the backside.
And a big thing with the press too is that
with Eason and Efton. I think he's gonna have it now.
I'm serious. Eason might have like 3 blocks a game.
Yeah.
I guess you could
What do
say.
you want,
I guess you
Jude?
could say he's got a F ton of talent.
Jesus Christ.
All right, guys.
You cut us off
well,
for that?
We are gonna wrap it up on that note. She was born in April.
Born in April.
What's that star sign?
I need the
that's
date.
not a Cancer. That's
I need the date.
I think it's
no.
I think it's not real. So who cares?
Yeah. Me personally, I'm a Libra moon.
I am
Sagittarius sun.
Libra right here.
No, I'm a Capricorn.
I'm a Libra.
I'm
okay.
I'm a
lying
small,
about your star sign. Such a Capricorn.
I'm a small strawberry gladiator with mangoes and blueberries.
That's what my brother is. That's crazy.
Well, guys, it's been great. We appreciate everybody in the chat tonight. We appreciate all of our sponsors.
April 30th. April 30th. Someone look that up.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is.
Hold on. We cannot stop the podcast until we figure this out.
Well, we're going to keep talking about our sponsors until you figure it out.
Will Wade's daughter was born on April 30th. We're trying to figure out what her star sign is.
Bank of England Mortgage. We appreciate those guys. Also, Glow Resources. We appreciate Glow. They're big sponsors of ours. Also, we have Bear Process Safety, River Cities Total Maintenance, Relief Pools, River Cities. By the way, go talk to Lucas Erguso over at River Cities. He's fantastic. So I just wanted to give him another shout out. I love Lucas. Love him to death. So we appreciate all of our sponsors tonight. And again, anybody know what this is?
It's Taurus.
It's a Taurus. Okay.
Taurus?
Like a Ford Taurus.
Like the Ford.
Huh?
Our new mixer.
Our new mixer. Shout out to Phoenix Mixers. You guys fucking suck, bro.
You will never be a sponsor of the show.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're returning
shout
that
out.
bad boy.
We'll tag you in the post, Phoenix. We appreciate all your help tonight. So it has been One Team, One Podcast.
Logging out.
Where you go?